Cool.
Alrighty, and I need to still... So, sorry for the delay, I still need to do a bit of audio setup, I need to do a bit of tuning, because I'm pretty sure I'm kind of quiet. So, let me get to that, everybody. Also, if you have some feedback for audio balance, feel free to let me know, so I can do this on the fly. Just for reference, Oh yeah, you can't hear me unless I actually press the button. Hi!
Hello!
Just for reference, the whistling also comes through, just so you know.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, it's just a bit desync because the audio is that.
Oh, right. So I'm creating my own awkward echo. Good to know! So let me know when you're good to go, and then I'll get this show on the road.
Alright. I should no longer be in mono. Gonna crank up the volume here a little bit, so you guys should be able to hear me a bit. Okay, so how's this? A little bit of feedback would be nice. Thank you for the notice, because I forgot about the mono thing. Sorry, this is all a bit ad hoc, because I wasn't planned to be a restreamer, but here we are. So, alrighty. Let me actually set push the talk off so Drumbo can hear me when I'm talking. Alrighty, so here we are. Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon. How are you doing?
I am. It's been an adventure just getting here, man. How are you?
Yes, I agree. This is quite the adventure, but it should hopefully be a fun one. So, could you please real quick translate what we see on screen right now?
No, because there are far too many words. I'd much rather, since for some odd reason that section of the game wasn't translated, I'd much rather just, get into the game proper. So, are we good to go?
I think we're good to go, so let's get ready.
Alrighty then. So, hi everybody, I'm Honkboardist. This is Dragon Honk Z, Legend of the Super Honk. I'm joined on the comms by Yagamoth, who I unfortunately had to drag into this so that I could have someone to talk to. So having said all that, this is the Glitchless category, so no weird wonky things looking at my watch and running away from bosses. Instead, we're actually going to play the game kind of how they intend you to. And I'm also playing this on a flashcart using the only 99% translated version of the game that doesn't break all of the time. So that's what I'm using here. So you can try to keep up and follow along as best as you can. Hooray for that. So, without further ado, 3, 2, 1, let's jam. So well, I hope you can speed read, because I'm just going to go ahead and mash through all of this here.
So is this an official translation?
No, there were no official translations of this. This was a fan-made one done in, 1996. But yeah, no, it's remarkably well done. There's 2 or 3 sections of the game where they didn't translate it. I think they just didn't catch the fact that those sections can happen in the game. But otherwise, it's really faithful. It's really well done. I don't know why I'm not landing on the ground. Maybe if I'd stop hitting up, that'd be great. We're gonna take a safety save and walk in against, I guess, effectively a mini-boss. So, Mr. Popo here, who doesn't live on Earth and certainly doesn't live in a house, is being attacked by a bunch of creatures that shouldn't be anywhere near the Earth at this location. So, we need to go ahead and blow them up. And they're actually pretty hard. It's the strongest normal enemies that you can find in this section of the game, and there's 4 of them. But I mean, if you're smart and you know what you're doing, you can go ahead and pummel them relatively easy. I still take the safety save because, like I mentioned to Yaga before this run, there's like a 1 in 100 chance of things just going wildly south, and you can die in this fight. But we don't really want that to happen, I guess. We have to complete this fight because the first boss of the game is literally invincible unless you win this fight and get an item and then use it on him. The item is Goku's child, his son, Gohan, who loses his mind and goes all crazy and headbutts the boss and then cracks his armor, knocks him silly, and then allows you to actually do damage to him.
Wait, that's an
Yeah,
item?
you kind of need that sort of thing. It's that or he's invincible. So, yes. Game's quiet, they say. Y'all want me to turn it up a bit?
You can turn it up a bit if you'd like to, but I can just turn it up on this end here.
Okay. I will let you handle that, and I'll handle hopefully not dying in the fight. So, I guess while we're here, let me go ahead and explain a little bit of what's going on. I mean, you can, well, I don't want to see that at all. Those aren't fun at all. That's, I don't want enemies headbutting me like that. So you can see the character stats on the left, HP, key, that's your MP in the game. Oh, I already used the AoE, didn't I? I did. Okay, so you finish him off. None of these are great, but you got a ton of luck. You're going to hit him. I probably should wiggle down the other one. The important stat is BP. That's your battle power. There's no equipment in this game. There's no rudimentary, strength, vitality, whatever stats in this game. What you have is your battle power, and that's just how strong you are. It is modified if you're using like your ki blasts, your spells, effectively. That gets modified to do much higher damage, but it costs ki to do it. Of course, it does. It's a spell. Duh. So since it's pretty much just stat versus stat in the game, my BP versus your BP, you have to figure out, okay, well, what are we going to do to try and make that interesting? So you see those 5 cards at the bottom of the screen. They have different symbols in the middle. Those reflect like a person's preferred fighting style. If it lines up with their preferred fighting style, yeah, we won the first fight. If it lines up with their preferred fighting style, then they get to do additional damage against a single target, or they can hit all of the enemies on the screen. They just AoE attack. They just punch and or kick everything they see. It's pretty handy like that. Yay. The things that modify your attack and defense are the 2 Dragon Balls that are on the card. So I guess I'll give you a quick example here, show you the cards. The top left Dragon Ball has dots in it, 1 through 7, like the Dragon Balls. A Z is an 8, that's the strongest you can get, that's great. The bottom right, it's 1 through 7 again, but it's written in Japanese. If you can't read it, 1 line is 1, 2 lines is 2, 3 lines is 3, a Z is 8, and the rest are probably going to be gibberish to you unless you can read Japanese. Where is K? Anyways, yeah. I'll just kind of explain those as I go, or probably just rattle off, it's this, it's that, whatever. So yeah, you want the higher stat, I guess, modifying Dragon Balls. They also affect how often or how quickly you go in battle. The higher number goes first and so on down the line. So you can actually have somebody that's fairly powerful with a Z card, just kind of guaranteed to go ahead of anything that might be coming at you. To mitigate any chances of actually taking the damage, you could have a 1 on your defense, and you're not going to be winding up having a huge issue there because, well, you killed him first. You're not going to take damage. This also has a really the Secret of Mana mechanic. Shoutouts to Yakima, where when you level up, you get restored to full on your HP and your mana. I'm going to stop saying mana now because it's key in this game, and I'm going to be terribly pedantic about it. So we got the special item from Mr. Popo, who shouldn't be on Earth, fighting things that shouldn't be on Earth. This game breaks a lot of canon very quickly. And now we're going to go wander into a cave, because that also totally happened in the show, right? Just go with it. There's it's going to be a thing. There are a lot of items that are in this game that are hidden either in walls, in a hole, like this. And all of the items actually reflect specific characters in the show. As an example, I just got a Roshi card, who is not a character in this game, and that is, well, he's a character. He's not playable, and that's an absolute travesty. They never let you play as him, and it's just, they should. This is actually not that bad a fight. The annoying thing here is you can walk straight to the first boss and just beat him outright. But unfortunately, you're hoping for a 1 in 8 chance of being able to actually just outright beat him. and that kind of sucks. So I take a few fights. Again, you don't need to grind at all in this game to be able to beat it. If you've ever played it, you're probably thinking I'm a liar. I'm not, trust me. I take a series of fights, and I want to get up to 6 of these Cybermen on the way to the boss, so that Piccolo can reach level 2, and that effectively means I only have a 25% chance of beating the boss. But that's way better than the 12.5% chance. So I'm gonna go with that. Let's hedge our bets. Let's get a couple of items, because there's no money that you get from winning fights. You hope that an item drops, and then all items can be sold at shops for their face value. So you hope an item drops, you hope it's something you don't want, and then you just sell it to the shop. Just give you a little bit more resources to buy the things that you actually want in this game. And like any good, true RPG, you're not buying healing items, you're buying things to decimate the enemies before you actually run into trouble. Well, okay, I say like any good RPG, but, so, Yaga, how many fairy walnuts and other restorative items do you get in an average run of Secret of Mana?
Well, it heavily depends on what kind of run it is. On the classic one-player, two-controller run, I get 8, and that I usually use 3 throughout the entire run, because you don't really use magic.
So let me ask you, let's suppose there was an item in Secret of Mana that gave you 100% health and 100% mana restoration for all 3 party members. Would that be worth your time and effort?
No, actually. It wouldn't be. Unless it's
Really?
literally along the way, or you could just buy it in the shop like the other stuff.
Interesting. I mean, at least not even to like replace another stack of fairy walnuts?
No, at least in Secret of Mana, that's kind of specific, because it would just kind of lock the other characters into animations too, and you kind of don't want that, so you want specific characters.
Okay, let's suppose there was no animations involved, it's just boom, done.
Well, then it would be better than literally anything else.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, so we have like several of those items in the game, and we have a lot of party members. And the funny thing about every single one of those items is my reaction is, oh, it's worth a ton, I'm selling it. We don't buy any healing things in this. Well, actually, you do for one specific fight because reasons. Well, I'll get to that eventually. But most everything that we see in this is sold off so that we can buy specific items. Now, I mentioned the cards at the bottom of the screen and how they have a symbol in the middle of them that denotes like your preferred fighting style. The one that I didn't mention is the blue card here. Now, what that does is instead of letting you do a normal attack, you get to pick someone's their ki blasts, and those are fun. We like those a lot. And there's an item that allows you to turn one of the cards into that. Firebird Lover says Mega Elixir is junk. Yeah, pretty much. It is. It is worth a lot of money, and that's the only reason we get it. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. Here is the first boss in the game. Those of you familiar with the show, it is Raditz. Here is Raditz. He is very angry, and we need to take him out. Now, I got Piccolo up to 2, so I got a 1 in 4 chance of just outright beating him down. And I'm going to have Goku just kind of pitch in because, hey, why not? So, what we're looking for on Raditz, on his card, the Dragon Ball in the bottom right, we want to see a 1 or 2 on the squiggly lines. Okay, that's a 7, so that's pretty well guaranteed a reset. This should do like 40 damage, and he has 88 hit points. But not even the 40. I didn't get the headbutt. That is a reset.
37.
There you go. He has 88 hit points. We ain't beating him with that. So, like I said, you can walk right up to Raditz right here. At level 1, you have to hope that he rolls a 1 on his defense, otherwise it's a reset. Which is why, right out of the gate, this starts getting incredibly frustrating if you're going for PB attempts. It's just safety, marathon safety. I go ahead and take the extra level to Piccolo, doubles my chances. I'm dealing with the enemies on the way there anyways. Hey, why not? There's the 1, and he dodged. You've got to be kidding me. So the odds are of an enemy with the lowest possible defense also dodging is actually tied to battle power versus battle power. And since Raditz has 3/8 more power than Piccolo, it actually amounts to like a 25% chance of him dodging anyway. It's, yes, I know you were probably all promised no math. There was math. I am sorry. So we're just gonna... Oh, well, Raditz is gonna outspeed us. So here's a fine example of what happens if there's a tie on your cards. There is a speed rating in this game. Yamcha has the highest speed rating in the game. Don't think about it, he just does. Oh, I just saw Raditz as a 5 defense. This is probably also a reset. I'm gonna go ahead and just say every time I have to reset, I'll donate $1. So we're probably at $3 right now.
Yes.
What'd you do? 45? Yeah, that ain't good. Okay, so I'm up to $3. All right. This is probably a bad decision saying that, but we're going for it. And again, he should have landed on the 1, man. What are you doing to me here? Thankfully, the next boss, which is also Raditz, don't think about that too much. It's not nearly as bad. It's viable and fun and okay. Really, it is. Spoilers, this isn't actually Raditz. Those the Cybermen that I've been fighting, they come in different colors. That's a 6. That's still not $4. And again, this is still faster than because I would have to deal with, I think, another 8 or 9 fights just to get Piccolo up on his levels to be able to try and have like a 50% chance of beating him. So we're not going to do that either. This is still faster. I know it sounds dumb, but this is still faster.
I mean, on the bright side, you don't have to walk through the entire cave all the time in order to get back
Very true. And I don't know if you noticed just how quickly. There's a 2. It's a good chance. He should die. Well, he's almost dead. Okay, Piccolo or Goku. Somebody. Goku, get him. No, that's not enough. Goku, what are you doing to me? Alright, he's nearly dead. I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of keep going here. Let's see if he has practically no health. We should be able to just whittle him out from here.
I like his special attack. Attack everyone is his special attack. I mean,
well,
that
is the preferred card attack. There we go. Thank you. That is, yeah, if your card matches your preferred fighting style, that's what it looks like. So yeah, that was not Raditz. That was a black Cyberman, which I can encounter them later on in the game. Oh yeah, check how fast it is to save the game. Yep, not that. There, I just saved the game. And the good news is I already have a key card, so I don't need to worry about doing anything crazy and silly against Slappy here, but I do need to restore Piccolo's MP. So now we just walk up to the actual boss, the actual Raditz. Here he is. So that previous boss had a robust battle power of 800. So we're sitting at 500 and 490, so that's not a good situation. This one's 1500. That is a much worse situation. We do not want him getting loose, so we're going to stun him using one of those other items. The item that I actually just got off the previous boss, the Grandpa Gohan card, which is Goku's adoptive father. Stops enemies in their tracks. They can't do anything that round. Okay, great. And then the rest of it is, as you can see, we cannot hurt him. It is not possible. You can glitch the game out so that you have Goku's battle power at a ridiculously high level, and you cannot damage him anyways. So, you know, good, nice, fine, proper coding. So, Gohan bops him in the chest. Goku is going to put him in a headlock, like that. And now he says, go ahead and charge up the thing to go ahead and blow him up. That's what we want to see. Oh boy. Oh yeah, this game is totally canon. You have no idea just how much of this is 100% accurate. Oh boy, you have no idea. Right, so Raditz is down because, again, scripted fights are easier than other things to do, and that's cool. That was a gold split? Really? Huh. I mean, I ain't gonna argue with it, but yeah, alright. Well, I'm ahead of pace, surprisingly. Despite all the resets, I'm ahead on pace. So, who likes training montages? Yaga, you a fan of training montages?
Actually, I like them quite a lot in animes. They are quite fun, honestly. But how is it in game?
Well, this is what they tend to look like.
Oh my god. Okay.
He's gonna get abandoned. That's his training montage. And now we're gonna see the other people from Earth training. And here they are.
I mean, that sounds kind of accurate. I don't really remember the entire thing. It's been ages since I watched anything.
That's fair. That's fine. Now, the annoying thing here is that, well, there's going to be a couple of annoying things. For starters, everybody remembers that climactic fight between Gohan and Piccolo in a cave, right? I mean, no, this never happened. But it's one of those funny, silly things that, it's an RPG. Let's go ahead and throw in a thing. Why not? So Gohan needs to beat up Piccolo. It would have been nice if I'd had a Ki Blast so I could just blow him up, but I had to use one on both Raditz, so that's how that goes. Now, the annoying thing is, there's going to be 3 more training montages, and I have to control them, and they're well, the first one is the first real big RNG hurdle of the game. The second one is alright. Well, actually, technically, now that I think about it, there's 5 more training montages. But the first one's bad, and then the rest are just kind of there. And they are effectively just fights like this, but they're reskinned, so instead of showing you punching a dude in the face, it's going to be Goku jumping around on a planet and trying not to fall on his head like he's wildly unacrobatic. So that's what we're going to be getting. Here's Gohan. By the way, occasionally after attacking an enemy, you have the option... Well, you don't have the option. You have it's like a 33% chance of doing a follow-up attack that is guaranteed to do damage and does 2.2 amounts of damage as per what the regular attack would have done. Sometimes that can happen after you whiff an attack. Sometimes you can counter an attack, and that's actually 3 times the damage. It's generally pretty good. Unfortunately, enemies can do it too, and you really don't want to see that because they're all going to be wildly more powerful than us. You don't want it. You don't want none of it. So here's the first major training montage. Again, it's treated like a fight, but it's Goku trying to not die due to heavy gravity. So what happens here is I have 10 of those cards at the bottom of the screen to try and whittle down the air quotes planet's hit points down to 0. It's a good start for, well, one attack. I have 10 cards to do it. If I don't, I fail. I get 32 experience, and then it takes forever for Goku to be able to return to Earth, and the people back on Earth are pretty much dead. So you really, really want to nail all of the training on the first try. And it is technically possible to continue failing over and over and get enough experience to level him up so that it's easier to beat the training. But I think he literally just does not show up for the fights back on the home planet. At that point in time, your strongest person is probably going to be Gohan, who has, I think, like a battle power of 1,500. Vegeta is 18,000. You are not winning that fight. It's possible to win that fight, but you're not winning that fight. That is, it's not in the cards. So, how you feel about jumping around on a planet?
Well, I'm mostly wondering who that monkey is.
Oh, that's Bubbles. Bubbles is the pet monkey of the person who owns the planet, King Kai. He's the blue guy that I keep talking to. This guy right here. There he is. Hello. What do my cards look like here? Garbage. So I'm going to use this Oolong card, which changes all of my cards, because I don't like the cards that I have there. I want high offensive stats. Those are really good cards. So helps if I take that one extra step to be able to talk to him. Okay, so King Kai, again, now I only have 6 cards to be able to beat the planet, so we're just going to rattle through these 5 and hope that's enough to do it. And then the next one, the next round of training, 3 cards. And you don't really get enough of a boost in terms of battle power to make that any easier on yourself. Hence why I have the safety save. I have a save with 3 ridiculously good cards that, in theory, I should just walk in and steamroll the training. Even then, the game sometimes is just incredibly rude, so hopefully it doesn't wind up coming down to that, but it is a possibility, hence the safety save. We're going to try for it, obviously. I'm not going to I'm not gonna be that guy. That's mean. I'll probably win with this gold card right here. No, maybe not against 4 defense. Nope, I got it done. Okay. So here's the difficult one. 3 cards. I have 3 shots at beating the planet. Wait, hang on. Ooh. Okay, so this card actually swaps the offense and defensive ratings. It gives me a 7, a 6, that's Garbo, and a Z. That's a solid card layout right there. It's probably not good enough, but I will give this a shot because, I mean, the Z on a gold card seems to be not against a 4 defense though. This is probably immediately a reset. It's a fair amount of damage. I don't know. It's who knows? What is solid? What do we do? What now? Yaga, I do not understand what is your going on about.
Well, it's a Z, so it's solid.
Yeah, I'm actually honestly kind of surprised you didn't say Z, but I guess I've never actually heard you say Z, so
Well, you said Z.
Hey, look at that! First try!
Nice.
Okay, fine. First try, didn't need the safety save, and all of my resets have come before the hard part. You know what? I'm fine with this. I like this. Unfortunately, I don't have a key blast to use right here, but that's fine. That's whatever. Okay. So, Yaga's gonna check out the frame droppage. I don't see any frame droppage on my end, so I'm just gonna assume it's Yaga's fault. It's rude. Yay. So I have to beat up King Kai. I probably should have used Blunk if I couldn't score a Key Blast, but I mean, it's pretty hard to fail against him. You're a little bit more powerful than him. Honestly, these cards actually do all stink, so I'm just gonna use them along right here. You're looking at, are you kidding me? That's pretty much what my safety save looks like. Okay, well, probably just gonna do it here. Maybe not with this card. You'd have to have a 1 defense. Nope, he has a 6. That is a 6 defense. The one that looks like I don't know, a hat or a house or H. That is what that is. Yeah, you only did 19. You could have beat him if he had a lower defense, man. Killing me, Smalls. And now King Kai flies at me in heaven. Because of course he does. Alright, so let's go. Not really much else to say right here. Come on, Goku, just beat that guy up.
Okay, well then I will bop in. We have 3 donations from Moon 9000. They put $5 towards naming Stardew Valley Player 1 Yagamoon. They put $5 towards naming Stardew Valley Player 2 Honk Shura. And they put $10 towards naming the Stardew Valley farm Honkamuth Farms. So if you don't like those names, you, of course, can go over to our donation page, check out our incentives, and you can donate to get a name of your choice for all those Stardew Valley farms and players. You can name some animals. So you should go on and check that out. And also, for this game, we still have open the bid war to choose who will perform a dramatic sacrifice near the end of the game. Right now, Chao Zhu is in the lead, but it is very close. So if you, for just a few bucks, just $6, you could change it to say, I would recommend Krillin, or Yamcha, or Piccolo. So please go and check that out.
Or you could just do what I say and donate toward killing off the creepy floating clown boy, because nobody likes that guy. He doesn't even have a nose. He's weird. Right, so Saiyans are here. Oh no. I'm sorry, what was that?
You mean Gohan?
No. Although Gohan can be killed off, there's only one point of time in the game where Gohan can actually die, and it's during the final fights. Any other time in the game, if he dies, period, it is an automatic game over. Just, you know, good fun times for that. So, more often than not, you're probably thinking, I don't want to march that guy out there, because if he dies, whoops. But since he's also usually the most powerful guy in the party, you have to. But we have ways to work around that sort of thing. Right now, I'm just collecting a bunch of stuff to be able to sell it, because I'm going to want to sell a bunch of junk if I can not land on the building and instead go inside. Hello there, Piccolo. I see you wish to sell things in my shop. We all remember that section of the show as well, don't we? Do not sell that Piccolo card. I don't need the King Kai card, which is funny. The King Kai card is actually really good. It boosts someone's attack power in combat by 25%. It's a really good item. And I'm just going to sell it because we actually somehow don't need it. So let's get the last of the Earthlings in the party, and then we're going to go ahead and sell a few more things at this other shop and buy a few more things. Alright, we got Tenshinhan and Chaozu. Woo! One of them will probably die during this game. I actually go out of my way initially to sacrifice Chaozu, but that does not affect the end game. It does not affect the, well, it'll eventually affect the end game. But it doesn't affect the donation war, the bid war, I guess, are words that also work. Right, so I just bought a bunch of items. They are Chi-Chi, that is Goku's wife, who does not make an appearance in the game, but her item allows you to turn any of your cards at the bottom of the screen into a Ki Blast, which is really, really, really good, because, again, those are the things with the really big, giant multipliers, and we want to be using those. None of those cards are great, we're just going to auto-fight. So there's one dude, one Cyberman. Alright, let's just go ahead and ninja kick him. Thank you, Tenshinhan. And if he doesn't stop working out, the doctor says his shoulders are going to get too wide, he won't be able to fit through doors. There's a lot of Mode 7 in this game, too. I respect the attempts, but you can see how long combat just kind of takes, and it's a little bit annoying. That's the other reason why we try to use a whole bunch of Ki Blasts, because those tend to just speed up everything. Don't fail, don't fail, don't. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to turn one of those cards, this one, into a Ki Blast, and I used a lunch card. Y'all remember that character, which makes it so Piccolo is now guaranteed to hit everybody regardless of the card that I have picked. It is now anything is going to be his favorite. Fun thing about that includes special moves. So now everything is going to eat a Makako Sapo, because that's how I feel like roll. We're just going to burn off the rest of these crap cards. None of them are very good. You just pick people, and off to the races we go. That was lunch. The lunch card, Cat, has a 50% chance of the item itself sneezing and then reverting to her blue-haired form and doing nothing. That is actually a reset point in this fight, because fighting the 5 of these guys just takes so absurdly long that you pretty well have to have Piccolo immediately drop the hammer on everybody like this. The Demon Ray, the Makako Sapo, or Special Beam Cannon, for those of you who watched this in English, is actually slower than his regular blast, the regular basic 4-point Ki Blast. But the weird thing about those is that they have different levels depending on how powerful they are. If it's 1 through 3, it's just a single shot. If it's 4 through 6, which that is, he fires off 4 of them, and you have to wait for all 4 blasts to hopefully hit an enemy, and then there's 5 of these guys that's going to take forever. Ugh. And then 7 or 8 is just another single blast that's actually pretty quick. But because I was right on the cusp of that, I have to use his big special attack because it's saving the frame. That's what we do around here. Hey, so Goku should be showing up right after this fight. Lonnie, this game does not make sense to anyone. It's gonna make much less sense if you're familiar with the show, because we're gonna start doing things that don't make much sense and are decidedly non-canon For example, no one has died yet. That's kind of important to remember. No one has died yet, despite the fact that they should have. So here's Nappa, right? Oh, look, it's, oh no, you're really gonna be super powerful. All of these cards are terrible. Okay, I'm gonna swap those out. Those are really not much better. Goku, what are you doing to me, man? No, it makes a little bit more sense if you are familiar with the show. Just not quite enough to make you go, oh yeah, I remember that. More like, wait, why did they do that? Let me see. Piccolo, you can go ahead and use that card, and then I'm gonna burn off that one card. Goku's gonna power up using Kaioken. Now his BP is over 12,000, which, I mean, Nappa's battle power is 4,000, so we outclass him by a little bit. Just a smidge. And Piccolo's gonna try his best to kick him in the face. Old Baldy there. Yay! So Nappa's gonna hit everybody. Of course he is! You're gonna use the attack that takes forever! Oh, I'm probably playing the English translation that you played, because this translation was made in, like, 96. So yes, burn off a few more of these garbage cards. I'm not going to burn that one. That's just enough. Okay. If Piccolo dies here, it's fine. He dies immediately after this fight due to cutscene death anyways. But if he dies right here in the fight, it actually saves me time on the cutscene, and that's helpful. So, I don't know, maybe... No, not with the 2 offense. He's not bailing me out of this one. Okay, so we're going to have to deal with the cutscene of Piccolo dying. You know, he still decides to try and kill Gohan, and dives in front of it, much like that meme where the Piccolo doll is standing in front of pasta. If you don't understand what I just said, that's perfectly fine. That happens a lot. Oh no, Piccolo is dead! No! Wish me back! But Piccolo, we can't. If you're dead, the Dragon Balls don't exist. So, what? He's not right. He's not right. Hey! So Piccolo's dead, Goku's like, let's go fight in the middle of nowhere, because reasons. Now, it's actually really important to make sure that I have a really, really powerful Ki Blast here, because I really don't want Goku to get leveled right here. Okay, so I can power up that Ki Blast, yay. I can use this other Chi-Chi card to make this one a Ki Blast, and I should, in theory, be able to one-shot Veggie. Again, this is another point where resets can just kind of happen, but it's fine. Also, by beating Nappa, I got the item called Moon. What that does is you throw a moon up into the air, and Gohan looks at it and then turns into a giant ape with times 10 the battle power. Pretty good. Unfortunately, the 2 final bosses of the game actually will use the Kienzan, the Destructo Disc, if you will, to try and cut off his tail. So, the 2 shots where you would really want to try and use that to hold your own against a boss, they're scripted to pretty much immediately just try to remove that entirely. And then you're borked, because you have a low-life Gohan that's getting steamrolled by something way more powerful than him. Could you land in front of the shop, please? Shopping trip! So, it's a really good item. We're going to sell it. Also, it disappears after this fight, so you kind of have to. Let me see. 3... I think 4 is what I need, and I'm going to grab 1 Grandpa Go. Yes, okay. Great, so, what we have here is a failure to communicate. Now, what we have here is a whole bunch of, let's just give ourselves the opportunity to use big blasts on Vegeta. Now we're going to go join the fight. Goku's already powered up using Kaioken. And I'm going to check and see what his defense is going to be like. 6 is terrible. I'm probably going to have to 2-round him, but we're still going to try. We're going to launch this Kamehameha. We're going to see if anything manages to work out. I probably should just reset, but I have I have an extra Chi-Chi right now. I can go ahead and just boost up another card and see if I can get a second shot off on him. We'll just see. He has, I think it's 188 hit points. So pretty close. No headbutt, that stinks. But if Goku manages to dodge and gets a counter, it'd be a big damage. But yeah, there's the counter. Well, I said it was going to be big damage, but Goku is nothing but a colossal letdown. Why couldn't you wait until Veggie took his second attack? See, sometimes enemies do it at you. Of course they do. Why couldn't you wait till he did his second attack where he had 1 defense? Right, none of those are great. Those are all terrible. That's the highest attacking card that I have. What's his defense look like? I don't think I can beat him. Because after this, Goku's going to be out of ki. So he's not going to have the ability to actually use any more blasts. And in fact, Kaioken will wear off, and he'll be incredibly weak. So I just kind of have to hope that Veggie rolled a second card, and it has a low defense, and this beats him. Otherwise, that's another reset. Always fun. No, it's still the 6. Of course it is. Ugh, so, getting ready to reset. Headbutt, headbutt, head. That's not a head. How close is he to being dead? How much life you got, Veggie? How much? I know it's got to be close. I know you can one-shot him, Goku. Why didn't you? I wish you had, man. Come on, Goku. What are you doing to me, man? You can actually cheese the game and keep 1 extra round of Kaioken. Okay, and also that's a dead Yamcha. We're just gonna reset that. Alright. Because I like Yamcha, and I would like to keep Yamcha alive. Okay, this is fine. I mean, he rolled really good defense both rounds. That's surprising, honestly. Annoying, but surprising. So we're just gonna go with it. Alright, Goku, do it right this time, please. Or rather, Veggie, have a garbage defense this time, please. Hey! We like Yamcha, and we want Yamcha to live. Don't you? And if you don't, you can donate towards having Yamcha be the mook that gets destroyed by Frieza. In fact, anybody in the party except Goku and Vegeta are on the table. Oh, spoilers, Vegeta joins them. He has more life than I thought he would. Veggie, would you stop with the headbutts? You're just wasting my time. Hey! So how's everybody doing? Now, here's the thing, Yaga. You can't have Veggie as an option because he is the super secret final boss. And if you kill him off... Actually, I want to check this. What is his defense going to be? It's a 4, so Goku will definitely still go first, and this should kill. So I'm going to go ahead and burn off the rest of these cards, because they all suck. And yeah, Yamcha's great in fighters. You have to have Veggie alive, because in order for him to learn how to go Super Saiyan, he has to be in the fight, alive in the fight with Frieza, and watch Goku go Super Saiyan, and then survive the fight. And that way, he then goes, haha, I learned how to do it! Science! So that's the Veggie fight. Woohoo. Everyone's leveling up. Boop. Cool! Still 5 minutes ahead. Alright! Not against the world record strats, although I might try for it. I have enough resources to maybe give a shot at going for out-and-out world record strats. Failing that, I'll just default to the marathon safety shenanigans, but yeah, give it a shot. Yes. The Veggie's got to be alive and see someone go Super Saiyan. So everybody except Goku and Veggie is on the table. So yeah, Piccolo, Gohan, Tenshinhan, Chaozu, Yamcha, and the Krillin. And yeah, if you want to go canon, first off, 3 of those guys aren't there. Second off, it would be Krillin. Third off, the fact that Gohan and Piccolo are viable options is kind of silly, but it's there, it can happen. Yay, I finally got the Dragon Radar. Never knew before, and I have it now. Alright, so here's Kiwi. He's fun. What do my cards look like? Do I have a Ki Blast? I do have a Ki Blast. That's a great start. So when you beat Vegeta, you get a one-time usage item that lets you summon him for one fight. Here he is. He is now fighting on our side. Here's the translation that didn't happen. I guess they just didn't realize it was supposed to happen right there. And I've got the 2 stuns, right? So I'm going to stun Kiwi. We're going to auto-fight. You can't actually select what Veggie is going to do. However, if you select auto fight, the game determines who has the highest battle power, and then if there's a key card, they're using that one first. If there isn't a key card, is there a card that is their preferred fighting style? If there isn't one of those, they just go by whatever the highest rated offense card there is, and that goes right down the line. So your top person is going to have the strongest attack, your weakest person is going to do absolutely nothing because they're going to get the crappy one. That's just how it works. So what we are going to try and do here and hope for the best is that Vegeta somehow does not outright kill Kiwi in 3 turns. Although he probably will. That's just kind of what he does because he's a lot more powerful than him. And I'm able to get 3 Ki blasts off on him. The third one is his AoE attack, because it'll go an weak attack, medium attack, the third attack, and then it resets. That's actually pretty good. That's a good start right there. Ooh, you're definitely going to outspeed us on everything, so I'm going to stun you again. I want Veggie to get to his 3rd attack on the list, so Kiwi has to somehow survive 3 rounds of this. Kiwi's the purple guy, in case you didn't catch that, with the awkward-looking head. I want to get to Veggie's AoE, and, well, Vegeta doesn't like playing well with the other team members. Normally, if you have an AoE attack, it just attacks all of the enemies. Veggie here is quite mean, and, well, he doesn't care who else is fighting. Occasionally when he uses it, it explodes and hits everybody, period, including party members. Now, the thing that I'm going for here is don't kill Kiwi, get to the AoE, have it go off, have it hit party members, and have it kill a party member. Now, that sounds weird and strange and dumb, but the next question that I immediately have to ask you is, how much do you think a party member is worth in terms of experience? And there's like no way Kiwi's going to survive a 3rd round of attacks. I mean, maybe he will, but it would have to be like a 1. Well, there's a 1. What is your defense? I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to give it a shot. I like y'all, you're cool people. We're going to give it a shot and see if I can trick Vegeta into killing a party member for me. Unless one of these mooks kills him first, but I don't think that's going to happen. Now remember, Gohan is, if he dies, it's a game over. Thing is, you can only have 5 people attacking, and surprisingly, after leaving Earth right now, Gohan is the 6th most powerful person in the party. So there's no chance of Vegeta accidentally killing... Oh, Yamcha's probably dead. There's no chance of Vegeta actually killing off Chaozu for me. Yeah, Yamcha's dead. Alright, so... we're gonna hope that Vegeta does what I want him to. Maybe. I don't know. Oh, you actually took a hit there. Science. Okay, well, Chaozu tried to hit him. Good job, buddy. And he's just gonna beat up Chaozu as well. Well, he dead. Oh, that's a dead Chaozu. Hey, no, he's alive. Wow. So here's the AoE attack that I read. Bakuhatsu-ha. Which actually lines up with all those times that Veggie's yelling at the screen right there. Nice little touches. They all tend to line up like that. Did you kill him? No, good. You didn't hit the rest of the party, though, you jerk nozzle. I'm gonna reset, because I lost 2 people that I didn't want to lose. And we're just gonna beat him up like normal here. I was trying for the swaggy stuff, but we don't need to try for the swaggy stuff. I gave it 1 shot. That's,
question.
Yes?
You wanted to kill your party members to get their experience. That's the idea? How much experience did they give?
Here's the thing. You're gonna find out later in the run, because the game puts you into a very, very severe bottleneck of pretty epic proportions, where you have to sit through another training montage with Goku, and then a cutscene where the Ginyu squad shows up, and then lots of dialogue, and then you're thrown right into the fight with the 2 of the Ginyu squad members, and it's a really, really hard fight that requires like 4 or 5 50-50 shots of Vegeta doing what you need him to do. And if he fails on any of them, it's a reset, and you have to go back 4 minutes to go through all the cutscenes and such again. So the fight right before that is one where you can perform this trick that I am going to be doing, that I was going to try and do here, but I'll just do it the later, safer. So you'll still see it. It'll happen. I was just kind of hoping that I could do it right here. Instead, we're just going to beat him like normal. You actually don't even need to do this fight right here, right now. I do it because the little extra bit of experience and levels that I get in people right here makes it easier to run from enemies in the cave later on. So that is an excellent card. I'm pretty sure I don't even need to worry about what he's going to do. Yeah, no, he's just going to die right here. Okay. So you're still going to see the trick. And I'll ask the question when I get to that point again. Oh, by the way, his Gallic Ken is an attack. Or Gallic Ken, that's the Big Bang attack, is an attack in the game. They hid it behind one of his weaker damaging attacks. But whatever. Huey's dead. Oh no. Yay, everybody levels up. Makes it a little easier to run in later fights. Hooray. Also, for some odd reason, it despawns Frieza and a bunch of dead bodies. Up here, they're all supposed to be around here. You can't see them because for some odd reason they're just gone. But now we're in a cutscene. There's Frieza. He's got his flunkies. Woo! There they are. And Dodoria is, you know, one of his little personal. I'm not going to call him a bodyguard because no, Frieza does not need one of those. Hatchet Man, I guess. Frieza wants to know where the Dragon Balls are. He's killing off the Namekians, saying, "Where are they? Where are they? Let's kill some children." This is the point where Gohan says, "Nope, stop." Did I just get hit by a bowl cut? So we just saved the child. Dodoria is now going to chase us down, and you know what I like in my RPGs is a bullet dodging game. How about you, Yagamoth?
Actually, that sounds great.
It's actually not very well coded. I've dodged the first 4. I'm now going to set the controller down because he's coded to not hit me for the next 12. It's
okay.
Not very well designed.
I mean, if you try to dodge them, it would be kind of difficult because he's trying to juke you, but I guess he just straight up doesn't hit you.
True. It also has a really, really bad, like, hitbox. Like, the ones that are coming straight at me, I only have to move that far to try and dodge them. So most of the time, I really don't have to do much in the way of dodging at all. And I actually do want to win this, because I get an item that, you know, I said that the King Kai card increases your battle power in combat by 25%. This gives me an item that increases it by 50%. And you have to have that. There's another line of dialogue that we're just going to ignore that and pretend it didn't happen. And I think that's all the dialogue that got missed in the game, surprisingly. It's a fairly well-done translation. Yeah, no, this one increases it by 50%, and for those of you who are with Dragon Ball and, like, the relative power ratings. So right now, Gohan is at, I think, 3,300. A robust battle power of 3,300. So Dodoria there is at 22,000. Doesn't exactly seem like a fair fight, and that's because it isn't. Here's the thing. Gohan is going to effectively solo that guy. It sounds incredibly silly, but that's what's going to happen. So here's our first cave section. And those of you who've played this, you're probably wondering, if you've noticed it. If you haven't, I'm going to call attention to it. You probably have noticed on the overworld how when I'm flying... Don't go to the cards. When I'm flying around, I make that little aura around me. What that does is it makes you travel faster, but it also increases the chances of you getting into combat by a lot. So much so that usually when you get into a fight, the moment you move again, you are immediately into another fight. So here's the thing about that. It was, I don't remember when it was found. It was like a couple of years ago. Someone discovered the fact that the people that programmed this left it in so that if you fly in the air, don't touch anything, and hit the Y button 3 times, and then turn on that aura that lets you fly around, it shuts off combat. So you won't get into a fight until you hit a button, land, or whatever. Interestingly enough, you can, if you land and then try to do it immediately again, it won't work. So you have to stop what you're doing, land, fly, and then hit Y 3 times and do it again. So you can shut off combat in the overworld, which is, hey man, they programmed it in great. Now, it does not work in caves because you do not have the ability to fly. Here's the annoying thing about running from combat. Right now, my cards have those stats to them. The important ones to remember are the ones that aren't at 1 and 1 on the Dragon Ball. Every time you try to run from a fight and you fail, it subtracts 1 from the offense and the defense. Good fun, good times, yeah, great. Because it's just crippling your ability to actually deal with things in that fight. That's exactly what you want to see. If you get to 1 and 1 on all of your cards, it removes the option of running entirely. So you have to fight with those. That's fair. So the important thing for me to be able to have in my Zulong card, which will completely replace my cards with completely different stats and such, so that I don't lose the ability to run away entirely. Because a bunch of 1 and 1 cards means that fight is going to take forever. I'm going to take a lot of damage. Since we're wildly underleveled, I'm not in a good position. It just really spirals out of control quickly. So let's make sure, when I'm running from fights, that I pay attention to numbers at the bottom of the screen. Again, I know we were hoping for no math. It's just subtraction. If I get to 2 on something, I should re-roll, which is probably also a fine option in D&D. Although I guess if you're dropping the 1, then the minimum you're going to get is, well, statistically, you couldn't have all 1s because you'd have to re-roll that, right? I don't know. The worst you could get is like a 4 that would be acceptable, I think. I don't know. Yagi, you play D&D. Help me out here. I haven't played D&D in years.
I kind of missed that, to be honest. So, quick question. How likely is it to run from combat?
It's largely based off of your party average battle power versus the average of the battle power of everything fighting. By and large. So the higher your offensive power is, the greater the likelihood that enemies are just going to look at you and want to run. Those are the Black Cybermen, by the way. We don't want to deal with them because in fights they can look at one of our party members and then have 2/3 of their health and battle power. That's a fun situation. No. But yeah, no, it's by and large, and because, by the way, because those Black Cybermen are so inherently weak, it's very, very easy to run from them, and more often than not, they try to run from us. Come on. No, I won't have to use too long, you jerks. I've only got 1 more. Well, Z's. Okay. Still trying. Yeah, no. So yeah, it's effectively battle power versus battle power, and then I want to say it's thirds. I don't remember the math off the top of my head. You'll also note I'm constantly saving. A, because it's really fast, and if I have to reset, I only go back, a little bit in terms of steps. But there is a step count in this game, and I'm already wildly off of it. I try to recoup my losses when it comes to figuring that out in the blue cave and the brown cave. So anyways, who likes Indiana Jones, and who has seen Raiders of the Lost Ark? Because, well, we have the same thing here, and you'll notice I am not dodging a single one of these giant balls. So they do, what was that, 6, here's 7. It does damage proportional to your total health. So you can't die to them, but what it does is not that. What it does is it does proportional damage, and I am doing that so that Gohan gets super, super weak on life because he has a special ability, effectively. Once per fight, he will lose his mind, attack a lot more powerful than a normal damage roll would allow, and can attack multiple times. All that, and I also have that item that'll boost his battle power by 50%, and I don't need to worry about fights on the overworld right here because I can shut them off. So, we are now fully set to go take out Dodoria. Because, hey, why not? Now then, I've got a bunch of stuff I got out of that cave that I don't really need or want. Don't sell that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Gonna need that. There's that. There's the Mega Elixir for 60 points. Yeah, we sold it. I don't need that either. Anything else? No, great. So, what does my inventory look like right this second? I have 2 Chi-Chis. I have 3 Chi-Chis, so I need 1 more Chi-Chi and 1 more Valve. The Chi-Chis, unfortunately, are in a different shop entirely, so I'm going to have to do that. But I need 4 of these cards, 3, and 4. I'm going to need to buy a Scouter, not for viewing enemies, but enemies. I need a lunch, because I'm hungry. I need an escape card. And I need like a couple more lungs. Great, cool, awesome. So, before we can continue on to fight the next boss, interestingly enough, so we picked up 2 Namekians, because we all remember those guys from the show. We have Dende in the party. There is another small child hiding in this building, which I don't believe anybody tells you about, that is hiding in a pot. And you cannot fight the next boss unless you get this small child. So, a lot of people got stuck right there. I don't really know why. It's just a thing that happens. Great. So now that he is in the party, occasionally you'll be getting a message saying, oh no, Dodoria is like hanging out next to the ship where Bulma is at, and she's freaking out, and you should probably go fight him, and, well, I'd like to, but man, I need to go find this shop. Great. Here's the shop. Yeah, Nikki, this is where everybody got stuck. And if this isn't where you got stuck, then it's the next section that got you stuck. And it's just kind of funny like that. So, okay, we are good on items for now. We are going to go fight the next guy. Bird. Yes, sir. What do you need? Bring out my jowls. Yeah, Guru's an interesting character. All right, so save the game before I do anything stupid. We need to make 4 super powerful cards. Super powerful. What we need is 2 Ki Blasts that are max damage. So here's 1, here's 2, and then also 1 and 2. If I could not skip the card, that'd be great! And I've got a couple of cards that will stun Dodoria to the ground because, I mean, we're going to be able to beat him. You do not want that guy getting loose. He will decimate everybody and their mother. Because Freudian slips are when you say one thing and you mean your mother. Another! Right, yes, so. Oh no, the ship blew up. No, you killed Bulma, you jerk. No. So here's what happens. We stun him to the ground with Grandpa Gohan. We go ahead and use this Piccolo card, which actually drops his offense and defense to 1 and changes his card to something that is not his preferred card and not a Ki Blast, just something else in general. Gohan is super low on life, so he will freak out and start wailing on Slappy there. We're going to burn off the rest of these cards because I don't really like him. Let's send Chaozu out there for fun. Go punch him! So, between Gohan and Tenshinhan here, we're going to be doing a fair amount of damage to him. Dodoria has, I think it's 220 hit points. I believe, no, it's 240 because Kiwi has 220. So that's a robust 39, not bad. Gohan is very angry! Wow! And, yeah, this should do, I think, 107? I think that's right. Don't quote me on the numbers because, again, math, fuzzy, yai. Might be 110, I don't know. 102? Wow! Samsonite. I was way off. All right, look it up. Right, so this is just round 1. The unfortunateness is that we're still going to need the round 2. Gohan's not going to have the boost to his attack power, but between another round of Gohan and Tenshinhan and everybody else, we'll just take him out. It's not a problem. I say that. I mean, it depends on what Gohan does right here. If he launches another Ki Blast, we're definitely fine, but we're just hoping he does a little bit extra. Yeah, that'll work. This should easily help me clear him on the next round. Because the next Masenko is not going to do 102. It's going to do like 80 something. So the more damage he's able to contribute right here, thanks Gohan, is what we were hoping for. So round 2, same as the first. Card. Cool, I don't need to use a Chi-Chi card right there. I can just power it up with Enmadao. Also known as King Yema. If you are, pedantic. Like me. Because I don't know, technically correct is the best kind of correct. Okay, yeah, no, your defense is a 6. We're gonna go ahead and fix that. I'm gonna power up this last one because I feel like that is going to be necessary. And then pretty much same as before. It doesn't really matter. Same as before. Tensionon drops the biggest multiplier damage attack in the game outside of a Kikaku. Or outside of the Genki Dama. The Spirit Ball! Yeah, he's gonna do that, and it's pretty much just gonna look the same as the previous round, and he should be dead. So, this is the Dodoria fight. I hope you liked it. And I gotta do a lot of fights in that game. I'm actually gonna be about a minute behind now. I lost like 5 minutes! Oh well. Oh no! I lost 5 minutes because I went for the trick against Kiwi, and then, you know. Oh well. So if you'll excuse me, I'm now going to have some coffee while the big pink man explodes. And bye. Cool. So that's Dodoria. Hey, look at that! We got another Mega Elixir. We're going to sell it. Alright, so here we go. Alright, how's everybody? Oh, by the way, Bulma's alive. She was hiding in that Krillin thoroughly ruined when they landed on the planet. If you don't get that, that is another Dragon Ball Z Abridged reference. If you have not seen Dragon Ball Z Abridged, you should see it. It's, I'm gonna argue, better than the show itself? Maybe. I don't know. Just go. Or don't. It's whatever. Alright, another training montage! It's Goku. You can train anywhere from 10 to 100 times Earth's gravity. There is no difference in the experience. So just go at 10 every time. It's faster. You're not nearly dying on the way to the planet. Just, save yourself the effort. I probably should have used that Z card just to get through this real quick, but I figured I'd use these other ones instead, because, why not? Alright, so, yeah, another round of training. This is the same level of gravity, effectively, that Goku was training against earlier when he was on King Kai's planet. However, because he's just a little bit more powerful, to the tune of 10 times as powerful as he was before. Yeah, no, it's pretty easy for him to just steamroll every last bit of this, because woohoo. So yeah, how you feel about them training montages? Because we're sitting at what I think number 2 of 5 right now.
Well, so you say gravity has absolutely no influence on this?
Yeah, it's the same amount of experience regardless of what you set it at.
Wow. All right.
Yeah.
Well, there's no other benefits or stuff?
It's harder. That's it.
All right.
Okay, this will probably be a good time for me to butt in and tell you that this is Speedrun Ragnarok 2019. We are a charity marathon doing some fun speedruns and raising money for Take This. Take This is a mental health nonprofit, and their main mission is to inform the gaming community about mental health issues, provide education on different disorders and prevention techniques, and reduce the overall stigma around mental illness. Take This provides education on mental illness so that friends, family members, and coworkers can be better allies to those who are suffering. They also reach out to gaming companies to help them promote healthier and more productive work environments and ensure that they have methods in place for helping employees who suffer from mental illnesses. We have a bunch of fun incentives that are available right now. For this run, we have the who will perform the dramatic sacrifice at the end of the game. Right now, Chaozu is in the lead, but it is super close, so if you are willing to put in $6, you can change that outcome to something cool and neat. We also have coming up our Stardew Valley run, and there are a bunch of naming incentives for that. You can name the players, you can name the farms, you can name some animals, you can pick the players' favorite foods, favorite things. So please check those out, and I will turn it back over to Drumbo now.
Honk. So, training montage number 4 or 5, I believe. Yes? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, because there's only one after this. Great. So, how many of you out there are a fan of Dragon Ball Z Abridged? I know I mentioned it before, but I figured I'd go ahead and ask, because a lot of people seem to really like that character, Ghost Nappa. Here's the thing. He's real. He's in this game. They invented him in 1991. He's a thing. Because, as powerful as Piccolo is, King Kai does not want to fight that guy. So instead, he's just gonna say, you know what? Nappa, go get him. So maybe if I would pay attention to get past this training section. Words are hard. Oh no! Did I just fail? Oh, that didn't save. That's fine. I'm pretty sure this doesn't actually have any effect on the latter game. It's just, oh no, look, Piccolo failed. I was trying to save that big key card. Should have used it. Oh well. What do my cards look like? We got to go right back in and do it again. Those are actually not very good. Yep, those are. That's the same roll I had before. That is incredible. That is definitely incredible. Wow. I mean, wow. I have no words. I mean, I have lots of words, but none relevant or coming to mind. Szechuan, Burgundy, Lamp. That's all I got right now. All right, so there we go. Okay, cool. Yeah, teaspoon. I like it. Do I have a key card? I don't know. That's fine. I'm gonna make one using that. Okay. So like I said, Ghost Nappa is a thing. King Kai wants nothing to do with us. So instead, look at his Ghost Nappa and also Raditz. And so for the third time in the game, Raditz is about to eat a Makenko Sapo. And it's a really good thing that lunch card went off, because I want to hit them both. Hey guys, what's cracking? It's probably your ribs, because this beam's hitting you real hard. And since they both get 2 attacks per turn, you really, really don't want to try and just fight them normally. It's just better to, hey buddy, I'm gonna point at you, and yeah, you're dead. So that's good fun times. Raditz exists solely for target practice for Piccolo. That's all he does. Oh, I see Nappa is gonna do his own finger point of doom, but you aimed up. You missed, dude. What you aiming for? Are you aiming for me? Hey Vegeta, I'm haunting you. Yes, Nappa, catch it with your teeth. Yay! Well, he's catching some fists with his teeth. Yeah, no, he's almost done. Oh no, I guess I'll just go ahead and ninja kick him again. There are ninjas in Dragon Ball, but it seems like such a silly idea when you can just beat up everybody really badly. All right, so that was that. We are done with this section. Cool. Although, we're not technically done with the section. I actually have to talk to King Kai again. Hey, look at that, we done. Meanwhile, back on planet Namek, cutscenes. So Vegeta is gonna go fight that other one of Frieza's henchmen. The fantabulous Zarbon, who I don't know why. I do not know why they translated this and made Zarbon's name lowercase. That's a level of disrespect I didn't expect. I will say this. Zarbon, hardest guy in the game. He is the hardest fight in the game. Reason being is because he's not the hardest fight in the game. But in order to hedge our bets and get through this thing safely and securely, I do have to do that trick where I kill off a party member, and his fight is the faster one to get it done in. Because again, it's either that or 4 minutes of cutscene per attempt. No, I'm gonna take the Zarbon fight. Thank you. And the game has trouble with math in a couple of sections. I'm not entirely sure why. It just does. I'll demonstrate one later on. It tries to act normal, but then just forgets what it's doing mathematically. Hey, that's not my fault. It's not my doing. I just know that I'm able to sell things for a price that it's what it sold it for, so I don't care. I'm blaming the game, and it's not a glitch. Also, it's not a glitch when you kill off a party member. It's coded in. Occasionally, Vegeta is a butt, And that's what he do. So, in order to go to our next section of the game, because we're now officially in Collect Dragon Ball mode, as in not the title of the show and just inserting the word collect, we have to actually collect the Dragon Balls, which is actually a straight up lie because but we do need to locate Saikaru, that is the Namekian group, the leader of all the green folks on this here planet. That is what he is, that's what he do, and we gotta get to him. In order to get to him, we have to walk through a big, lengthy blue cave, because that's, makes sense. And there's actually a fairy in a pond that tells us you have to go find proof in this other cave, way south. Okay, so we just found our proof right there. It's another Mega Elixir. Hooray, I've got it, so now I'm going to immediately go sell it. But because I found the thing, hey, you can only fly in caves if you use a consumable item and it takes you to the exit. And it's not even just the regular exit, it's the last exit that you were at, which is actually pretty annoying because I would like to be able to use it in this upcoming cave. Unfortunately, I can't. Let me see, I need the scouter, I need... I don't think anything in the shop, do I? No. No. Great. Cool. Just don't get... Hey!
Would the
yes.
three Y button presses to avoid combat still work during that escape thing? Because you're technically still flying?
Well, the thing is, that's just it's an exit rope. It just exits you out automatically, so...
Well, yeah, but you're still flying.
Well, but I don't control it.
You could still press the
like
Y button 3 times.
I can. But it would be like my saying, how come you don't throw the exit rope towards a different exit entirely, so you can get to Watts quicker?
Alright.
I mean, that's pretty much the long and short of it. I didn't even realize for the longest time that you could use one of those in a cave, because you wouldn't think to use it. You use it on the overworld here, and it takes you to the nearest healing house so that you can actually restore your life. And that's just generally what I always thought it was. I didn't think it was also a, oh no, get me out of this cave item. I was gobsmacked when I found out. Alright, so I got the Namekian Toad. So if things go south against Ginyu, we're going to be just fine. But I unfortunately need a lot of resources here. What do I have in the way of stuff right here? 2 logs, Chi-Chi, and a Piccolo. Well, not much. But I got a ton of cash, so let's go ahead and fix that. I'm going to need, let me see, 1, 2... I think like 3 of those sounds good. Chi-Chi's 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm tired of laughing. 5, 6. Trust me, it's a necessity. So that's 6 Chi-Chi's. I don't have any Grandpa Gohan cards, but I get one in the cave, and then I also get a Piccolo. Okay, so before I wander into certain doom and a lot of walking, I'm going to have to fill out the rest of my inventory with some oolongs so that I can successfully run from fights, because those are fun. I'm going to grab 3, probably 3, of these items that the Grandpa Gohan. The ones that stun enemies so that they can't do things at me, because that's the easier time that I have being able to... This next upcoming boss is, well, important. And just fill out the rest of my inventory with those. And we're good. So, let's go walk through a cave! Another cave! Because this game is just all about the cave. We've got a purple cave, we've got a brown cave, here's a blue cave. It was another, I think, bluish cave? Not bluish. It's brown. It's also brown, but it's not that brown cave that I was just in. I don't know. There's lots of caves. Whoever thought that was the essence and the heart of Dragon Ball, walking through a cave, flying and not bonking your head, looking at your watch and running away from... I don't know who thought that was a brilliant idea. They did, and that's... Yes, the ice cream cave. Yes, thank you, Yagamoth. You got it. I am a fan of mint chip. It is a fine ice cream flavor. I cannot believe I failed on the first Piccolo training section. Cannot believe I didn't pay attention. Brown, tan, taupe. Taupe. I had a half-orc barbarian named Taupe once. I don't know why I named him that, but it was funny. If you scream in a cave, does it become a hall of echoes? I don't know. I do know that... What is happening? Get me out of it! 6. We are at 6 resets. I owe $6 because what is happening, game? That's the other nice thing about the... assuming I'm actually able to keep up with the step count, which I haven't been, but it just goes in. It's... the way that combat actually works in this is that it's going to be after a set amount of movement. And if you manage to stop right before that, the frame, I don't know how many frames this is, I don't remember, would occur where you would get into that fight. Like there, it was a 4 count, not a 3 count, so I missed it. Hey, they ran from me. See? That extra levels help out. If you manage to stop right before you get into the fight, which also to ensure that I didn't do anything stupid, save the game, because why not? Then, the fight just doesn't happen. It skips past that frame. It's like encounter skipping in the FF2 or 3. Just that right before you get into the fight, you stop. You don't have to do anything else. You just stop. And occasionally fights are just kind of dumb, and the RNG doesn't pan out for you being able to run from them. So I also do the ultra quick saves like that, so that if I have to reset, I lost the 30 seconds, but I'm 2 steps behind where I was before. So here's the fairy who says you need to show, the proof that, you're worthy to go see Saikaru, the guru. We're just going to call him guru. It's faster. But I found it, and I sold it. Oh, that's cool anyways. All right, cool. Thanks. Bye. So they open up the pathway. They open up the thing on the left. Here, we got to go fight another Dodoria. Wow. That's what's going to happen here. All right, let's go. Oh, good. More enemies getting scared off. Don't know why. Those guys have a battle power of 12,000. They would hurt me. What do my cards look like? Well, I've got a key card. That's good. One of the reasons why I got a couple of these King Yemma cards. Not much in the way of defense. So this is going to be another one of those, let's hope this guy rolls an obscenely low key cards. That's it. So another round of let's hope this guy rolls absurdly low defense. Krillin can have the best defense. He can have a better offense. Yamcha can burn that. Chaozu can ride the pine, because we're not sending him. I want to see another 1 defense. I want to actually land this time. Please. Thank you. Okay. 2 defense is fine. No! Okay, that's 7. We are at 7 resets. Because this is going to be a lot faster than just trying to fight this dude out. He only has, I think, 18,000 battle power, but still sizably enough that you don't want to whiff on the attack itself. That's not a thing that you're going to want to have happen. That was garbage. Garbage.
Yeah. Do we have some time for quick donation or upcoming incentives?
Sure, of course there is.
Yes, we do. We have a $10 donation from Goth Socks that says, Gothco Industries, if we don't make it, you'll buy it from someone else. And that is in reference to the upcoming Stardew Valley run. We have a bunch of donations for that. You can donate to change the player names, the animal names, the favorite things. There's just a whole bunch. Just check out our incentives page to see them all. And the farm name, the current leading name is Gothco Industries. Also, another reminder that we have for this run, you get to choose who is being sacrificed at the end of the game. Chaozu is still in the lead, but it would only take a few dollars to change that. Other goals we have coming up for Zelda 2. We have add some new songs to the musical accompaniment that's going to happen there. And that one's pretty far behind, only $5 out of 200. So please check those all out. And while you're at our tracker, please check out our prizes. We have some great prizes available, including some perlers and some cool themed skirts and some custom emotes. So please go and check those out. And remember, all your donations are going to Take This, and which is a mental health organization that encourages education and tolerance, and they just want to let you know that mental health is not a stigma, that there is help available out there. And so I think that's it for now. So I will hand it back over to you guys.
Cool. Yeah, anytime you get like a donation, just go ahead and say, "Hey, I got a donation," because I mean, I could talk for years. Just occasionally cut me off. It's probably a good decision. All right, so this battle isn't going the way I wanted it to because he dodged that last one, and he's been slowly whittling down the party. But should just go ahead and die right here. If he doesn't, then things are terrible. Actually, if this fight goes on too long, he just straight up runs from you. Kind of funny. But yeah, no, this should get him. This is fine. This is not the trouble fight. This is just an annoying fight, and since he blocks the path, you gotta do it. It is it's a thing. We can glitch past him, but no, actually, you can't glitch past him. Even in the any % run, you actually have to punch this guy out, which is annoying. But thankfully, at that point of time, Gohan has a battle power of 2.6 million, so it's not a tremendous problem. All right, so that took longer than I wanted it to, but I kept getting more key cards to bail myself out, so I didn't have to use resources to get away from that. 3 there. 1, 2. Oh! It was a 3-3, wasn't it? It's usually 4-3-3. I blew it. The step count is it's effectively on a time-based thing. If you are constantly moving, effectively, it's not 100% accurate, but it's what I was trying for there. Do I even have room for the rest of these items at this point? Okay, yeah, I have enough room for all three. Great! Just wanted to make sure that things are fine. Hey! That was my, I wanted to make sure things aren't going south, aka things are doing fine. The song. Just a little bit. Yeah, no. Also, yeah, talk about weird things in the translation over to the US. In the manga, in the original Japanese, on the show, I should say, it's over 8,000. I do not understand why it was changed to 9. Like, nobody understands why did you change it to 9, but they did, and that's what the meme is now. It's very odd. It is very odd how that just came to. It's also very odd how they decided it was TN and not 10. At no point in time has anyone said TN. The writing in the manga is Ten Shinhan. It's based off of a dish called Ten Shindan. In like the Mandarin, it is written as Tien Shinhan, but they were going out of their way to get a wrongly translated manga to do the show. It's just weird. I do not understand it. So yeah, that's misadventures in translation. That is how that goes. So we're just gonna keep. I'm completely off the step count at this point. So, shh, don't. Oh, come on. If I think, that's when the pain starts. I mean, I get hit in the head a lot. Oh, come on! I was right there on the step count. Game, why you do this? All right, at least I got the first run. Okay. If you ever happen to watch one of the tasks of this, it's funny how you just see characters just walking. See, again, right then, you'll just see characters walking through caves, and you're thinking, well, where's the fights? Well, they're not going to get into them. You know what? Actually, no. I want to save that. I do. So I'm just going to bump myself up to, what is that? 8, 9, whatever. Because I'm going to want those 3 long cards on the way back. 8! Thank you. 8! Oh, and I guess for the record, I don't know. When's the cutoff? Yaga, do you know what the cutoff is for the Stardew donation incentives? Because I'm probably just gonna funnel my my reset slush fund into one of those, I'd wager. Provided there's time.
Well, I mean, the cutoffs for the names and the favorite things and stuff like that is basically just going to be at the beginning of the run. For the cat, you do have like 5-10 minutes. I actually don't know how much it's gonna be. Might be more like half an hour. So there's a little bit more time for that. Or if you want a dog, for that matter.
Well,
it would be at the beginning.
$9.
Yeah.
All right. Well, at the rate that we're going, we're not even at the heaviest reset point in the game, so we're at $9 towards, I don't know, probably naming a dog. Not a dog. I don't want it to be a dog. It's going to be a cat. We're going to name that cat.
Oh yeah, you could also name the farm animals. We're gonna get a duck, a pig, a cow, a rabbit, and chicken. Actually, multiple of these.
So, how many different ways can we spell honk?
Well, as many as you're creative with.
And speaking of those Stardew Valley donations, we have a pair of $1 donations from Silver Moon 9000. One of those is for naming Yaga's favorite thing, Grimer. And the other one is for naming Chishura's favorite thing, Puexel. We also have a $10 donation from He Who Is Pale. There's no comment, but thank you very much for your donation.
Hi, I would like to also thank you because that is my favorite thing. Goodbye!
We weren't aware. None of us. Alright, so
no
we went and visited Guru. We got a Dragon Ball. Hi Yaga, what you got?
What do I got? 4 Dragon Balls? Number 5.
No, I thought you were gonna say something.
Oh, no. Well, I did say something, but it's not terribly relevant, so go on.
Oh, you mean Gohan, right?
Sure.
He's effectively the main character. A character named Gohan.
You keep brewing tea in there, right, with your oolong cards?
Yes.
Nice.
I mean, what else would I be doing with it? Obviously. Oh yeah, that what was it? Tales of Phantasm ran where I swore up and down. Someone kept yelling Gohan. This would be the game that made me that made me keep thinking that.
There might be a cry like that for certain attacks. I
know
remember.
It wasn't actually Gohan, but I swore up and down someone kept yelling Gohan.
Hi, I'm seeing some questions about the. I'm gonna beat you up anyway. I'm seeing some questions about the character limit in Stardew Valley. I think it's 12. Maybe. We think it's 12.
Wasn't it where it's like dynamic based on the length of the characters? Like you can have 20 eyes but only 10 W's or so?
It could be. I was able to fit in 12 numbers.
Alright.
So it could very well be based off of the size of the text box. We're not sure. But...
Wait, no, that was Secret of Evermore. Sorry.
Oh. Wow, yeah. Anyway, I think it could be 11. I think it might be 12. Anything under that will definitely be safe. So thank you for your donations. Goodbye!
Alright, so everyone now get your donations. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Which actually only is 11 characters, isn't it? Oh, well, I mean, if it's 12, it'll still be under. Right. So, yes, we just gotta walk out of a cave now. So, this is the point where I'm like, can I please just use an escape card? But it would actually return me to the exit next to Guru. And that's not what I want. Yeah. what's going on there. Is we're just gonna go ahead and walk on out. We're gonna the hardest fight in the game, which is technically not the hardest fight in the game. The fight immediately after it is the hardest fight in the game, but that's just the game being mean to you. That's how it goes sometimes. There, 2, 3. There's actually points in this cave where the step count that was 3. Where it resets itself to a different meter effectively, and it's mean. It's mean like that. See, here's the thing. I don't know if we need more Dragon Ball RPGs in the world, because we've gotten a lot of terrible ones. What I want to see, because I feel like the one on the DS, Assault of the Saiyans, was fantastic, and I would like to see more of that. Also, especially because the other people were useful in the game. Can we have that be a thing? I've never played Xenoverse, so I can't speak to it. I have no idea about it. Alright, so, gearing up for the hardest fight in the game. Let's do this. I'm gonna need a very powerful Ki Blast. 3DS. Yeah, that one. That's great. I like that one. Alright, so, we're gonna make a super card. It's great. Legacy of Goku. Legacy of Goku is a fascinating run if you watch the run. Now, you're just suddenly out of bounds everywhere, and who cares? Glitchless is kind of boring. I don't know, that's back when I wrote guides, and I did a guide for that and got halfway through the one on the second one. I'm just so bored. Alright, so here's Zarbon. We actually have to deal with it this time, and we're going to go ahead and put Veggie right up front. He's going to drop that. I'm going to burn off some of these cards that I don't care about, and hopefully I get a Ki Blast or something, and hopefully Veggie doesn't do exactly that. Okay. 10! This is the reset heavy part of the game. And the reason why this is the reset heavy part of the game is because, again, immediately after this fight, training montage, lengthy cutscene, do it again, and there's a bunch of 50-50s. We're dealing with the 50-50s right here, right now, because as you immediately back into the... It's so much better than later on in the game, so let's not have that be a thing. We did! So we're at 10. Come and get him, you fool! For the 50th time. I just need Veggie to actually attack. Pretty well guaranteed it'll just nuke him from orbit. And he's gonna attack. Cool. Sometimes Veggie will also just say, I'm gonna go first, regardless of what his card's attack speed is gonna be. Sometimes he'll attack twice. Sometimes enemies try to run from him, and he stops them, chases them down, and beats them up. He's an interesting character to have in the party. He has a really good defense here, so that's probably not going to kill. That did not kill. So I hope Zarbon doesn't wind up killing anybody, even though he might. Okay, Veggie, we really need a follow-up right here, please. You did not give me a follow-up. I hope Zarbon doesn't start killing everyone in the party. Don't kill, Oh yeah, you were using a guide on GameFAQs. I wrote one of them. Actually, I wrote 2 or 3 of them. Hi, I used to write guides under the name Vegeta. That's me. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. It was a wildly unfinished guide. Last time I went back and read the thing, I realized I didn't put in controls for the game. I did not do a good job at writing the guide. Yes, seriously, that's me. I'm very sorry. I wrote it all from the perspective of Vegeta. I thought that would be interesting. I'm going to talk about how I feel about the game. And it was lame. It was not a good decision. I also wrote a bunch of reviews, and those were hot garbage. I started writing those when I was 11, so, I like to write them off as being terrible because I didn't know any better. To be fair, I still don't know any better. Alright, so, Veggie, we're just gonna auto-fight and hope that you get it done. Okay, so you are fighting. We just need you to actually do enough damage to beat Zarbon right here. You just need to do enough damage so that he says, "No, I'm out!" And we haven't done enough damage to nope him out of the fight yet. Well, the ones I started writing when I was like 11, yeah, I was in middle school. I thought, I'll write a bunch of video games, I'll get on the school paper. Great! I wrote a bunch of them, and then went to the paper and asked if they had a position for it. They're like, no, why would you do this? Get away with these weird things. But I kept a hold of them, and then eventually GameFAQs had a big review contest in like late 99 or 2000. It's like, shoot, I've got a bunch of reviews. I'll just start submitting them all. Yeah, you can guess just how badly I got lambasted for that, because they were all hot garbage, and I did not exactly progress much as a writer. So you know what, let's just go back to writing the guides. Let's do this instead. I mean, let's be useful. If my opinion certainly isn't going to matter, let's at least try to be useful. And that failed too. So now I just play this. Oh no, I have not been active for a very long time. I can't remember which email account I used to set up that account, which is dumb because I would love to be able to actually update in my guides. Please be dead. Thank you. Okay, so step 1 is over. That's actually the easy part of this fight. Here is the second part of this fight. Yippee skippy. This is the hard part. And now what's interesting is I'm actually going to change the order, and we're going to pre-sacrifice Chaozu. Not, actually, but that's just how it's kind of gonna go. Let me see, you got a ton of defense. That's not awesome, but I don't care enough, so we're gonna stun you. I'm gonna make a Ki Blast. We're gonna hope Vegeta actually does what I want him to do. So AoE, we're using that same old AoE that I was trying to use before, and we're gonna hope that Vegeta cooperate. So Vegeta is cooperating. He's using the Bakuhatsuha. Bakuhatsuha. See, it lines up. That's what he does. And what we want to see is Vegeta also attack Chaozu. And then past that, all we have to do is beat the boss, baby! Yeah! Wow! Okay, he did not attack Chaozu. Okay, so that's fine. This is fine. This is okay. This is fine. We're just gonna watch the creepy-looking clown baby thing, who also doesn't have a nose, just try to fight Zarbon, because that seems like a brilliant decision. Power you up. We're gonna stun him to the ground again. I got like 4 or 5 or 6 or some odd shots of trying to get this done. Alright, I got the rolling on these 50. Well, there's the first 50-50 that did not work. Veggie did nothing. So now Chaozu is just gonna... Oh, he did damage! He did damage! Woo! Man, you go, weird clown thing. I still don't know what he is. It's just weird, right? I'm not wrong in thinking that. So, same as before. I just want Vegeta to cooperate! Why? Why? It's a 50-50 shot of him attacking. Then it determines other things that are going to happen past that. What I want is the 50-50 of him attacking, and then I think it's 50-50 of whether or not he's going to actually hit other party members when he uses the Baku. Well, no, it's a 50-50 to determine if there's going to be a follow-up versus whether or not he's going to do the thing, do a follow-up against a single target versus just AoEing everybody else. That is what happened. So we're just going to keep mashing on this until eventually it works. Otherwise, it's a reset. I've still got more Chi-Chi cards, so I've still got more attempts at it going off. You just want to see that screen... Oh, well, sometimes the game registers it incorrectly and treats it like a melee attack. I don't really know why it does. You didn't even kill him, dude! You didn't even kill him, man! Come on! Well, you did what I wanted you to, in theory. And in theory, communism works. In theory. That is a Simpsons quote. Please don't think I'm advocating for the, yes. So, we now do it again! Hey, Tsuko, how's it going? We're just hoping that Vegeta cooperates and hits a party member! And then we still have to actually beat the boss. But it gets a little bit easier once... No, he still didn't do it. It gets a little bit easier once we get to the point where we're doing the Piccolo cards, because it reduces his defense to 1, so I'm slowly whittling him down as well. Yay. This is happening. In theory, there's... Oh dear. In theory, there's no difference between theory and in practice. In practice, this is not the case. I don't... Oh yeah, see... You're not wrong. This music is terrible. I do not like it. Pretty much my last true attempt right here, too. I believe the fight at the end did get met. I'm pretty sure it did. Hoping it did.
Yes, the fight against Vegeta at the end has been met.
Okay, well, I'm effectively out of resources to try to make this happen, so there's a resource. 11.
I'm just going to cut in here and remind everyone that we are still looking for donations for that bid war of who is going to have the dramatic Dragon Ball Z sacrifice at the end of the game. Chaozu is still in the lead, but your very small donation could change that. And I also want to mention that we have Speedrun Ragnarok's shirts for sale. All the profits from those shirts go directly to Take This, and they have the Speedrun Ragnarok logo on them, and they look really cool, and I will have to order mine later. We are also still looking for all those Stardew Valley names, so if you've ever wanted to have a duck named after you, you could do that with a very small donation. We also have farm names, player names, favorite things. All of those are up for grabs, so please check those out.
Indeed. Frogs are food, not friends. Which is funny, because you can actually feed a frog early on in this game to Yajirobe back on Earth. He eats it, and then he gives you a Yajirobe card. And then, no, I just... 13! Lucky number 13. But we do have that other frog, and if Ginyu, if you whittle him down to the point where he tries to swap into somebody else's body, you automatically throw the frog in front of him, and he swaps into the frog, and you win that way. You still have to beat up the remaining Ginyu squad member, and that sucks. But what are you going to do? Lucky number 13, Triskaidekaphobia. Again, this is far, far better than the resets that happen after the cutscenes. So we're doing it now instead of later.
I'd also like to mention we're getting really close to that $3,000 mark, so get your donations in.
Yes, please do. Feel free to donate while watching me flail about wildly this fight. I mean, these resets come fast, baby. They're super fast. Just like, I don't know, someone really fast. Pick a fast... the Flash. Yes, he's fast. Cool. Nailed it. As opposed to the next fight, which is terrible. But again, yeah, this is another round of a series of 50-50s that are all terrible. And you can't level up Vegeta so that he's going to be able to do things easier for you. You can spend hours and hours and hours grinding up the other party so that they can try to contribute to this fight, and then the next fight, and then the next fight. But that's dumb. As silly as it sounds, the most efficient way is just resetting right here.
And I'm going to interrupt you with some donations. Speaking of that Stardew Valley run, we have a $5 donation from Chishura, who says, Poexel is my favorite thing. We also have a $2 donation from Pale, that is naming the duck Darkwing. He Who Is Pale also gave us another $2 for naming the pig Pally Cecil. And another $2 donation from He Who Is Pale, naming the rabbit in Stardew Valley Hummingway.
Yeah, right. I like it. That's a good naming nomenclature.
Yes, some very good Final Fantasy references in there.
Now, if only we named something Trash Can.
You can totally, if you really want to name something Trash Can, Stardew Valley incentive donations are still up for grabs, so check out the donation tracker.
Indeed. Y'all feel free to go ahead and make that next run funny and special.
You could name the trash can, or the farm trash can. That works.
There you go. I mean, I don't think I'd want to work on a farm called Trash Can, but If you want to do that, you go right ahead. Veggie, hurting me again, brother. Why for you do this? So, this happens sometimes. This is why it's impressive seeing a run that is under 2 hours. The recorded world record, of course, because no, I didn't record mine. I did it in front of people. No, I didn't think to hit record. Shut up. Is 2 hours and 2 minutes. So yeah, no. That's just hitting all the right RNG, and I am not hitting all the right RNG right here now, am I? But I mean, I've got plenty of shots at trying to get this stupid little trick to work that I can actually streamline the rest of the game. Because if I don't, we're dealing with a lot more 50-50s down the line, which is why that record is so obscene. Okay, could you maybe stop hitting Gohan? I don't think he appreciates you getting you punching him in the face like that. All right? Yeah, he's pretty low. Let's not have you do that anymore. In fact, Gohan, you can sit out that one. We're gonna march other people out on there just to burn off these cards I don't want. Veggie's still cooperating. He did decide to not go first, but that's fine. He'll still go ahead of Zarbon because he has a 5-star card. And Zarbon has a 2. So this section will be done, but then we actually have to get to, the other half of the trouble. Yeah, I like the looks. I like the looks of Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. I just find it fascinating that they decided to build an entire game around the bullet dodging section of this game. That is a fascinating decision to me. I don't know why they would do that, but they did that. That is obviously a joke. Don't at me. You're gonna go ahead and power up Veggie again, and we're just gonna keep doing this thing. Just gonna keep going for it. So Veggie, are you gonna let me down? Just like everything else? No, it's a good start. He's doing the attack. He's doing the attack. That's what you want to see. Excuse me. Man, I need more coffee. So I need this to hit Chaozu and kill him. It did not hit Chaozu. So, yeah. No, that's, a lot of the demo videos that they've put out for Kakarot is a lot of the fights are just like bullet dodging stuff. Like 3D bullet dodging, but yeah, that. No, the resetting is me resetting the console because I was not getting the results I wanted out of the fight. It is, I'm going to argue not intended, but it is definitely happening. So what I am attempting to do is get Vegeta to use this attack, the Bakuhatsu-ha, which can hit other party members, and then I want that party member to die, because that counts as us getting experience for him dying, and that allows us to actually play through the rest of the game without dealing with a bunch of 50-50 RNG situations. Okay, occasionally Veggie will also swap to his default attack, like that, which is weird. I don't know why. It just translates it to he also attacks the party member, but just go with it. It was supposed to be the explosion animation. That's not what happened, but he still hit the party member, so it still counts. I don't know. The game was not very well programmed at times, but we only need one more of those. So once we get that, all we have to do is boss. That's all we got to do. And I got 2 more stuns and 1 more vowel. So we should hopefully not have that happen. And again, this is legitimately faster than trying to do it normally. We could just beat him. It'd just be a 50-50, blow him out, we're done, see ya. But then we're stuck in the same situation for 3 or 4 fights. Actually, technically, really, up until we get Piccolo back. I don't want to is the name of the game when it comes to Vegeta. That is what he do. It is, I guess that's what's intended in the game. Oh, why? You colossal jerk. I do not like it when you do this to me. Zarbon too strong! He's strong like bull. He's strong like Zarbon, really. Yes. Right, yeah, so, how's everybody doing? It doesn't matter which card I use. As long as Veggie actually attacks him, we'll be fine. just do the thing. Please just do the thing that I need you to do so we can move on past this train wreck of a fight. Please. You don't remember this part of Chrono Trigger? Why not? It's a classic! Oh, come on. You didn't do the thing. Veggie, kill me, Smalls. Throw like a girl. Well, I don't need you killing him right now. I need you killing the other guy first. Yes, go for Veggie. That will end well. This is a great idea on your behalf. Okay, yeah, Veggie's just gonna kill you too. Great.
Okay, while you continue your fight with the person with the lovely green hair,
Indeed.
we have a $18 donation from Iski Tango Fox, and they want to name the Stardew Valley pig Triumph.
Sure, why not?
Good to see a Yiddish joke in there.
Oy vey. So, yes, we might be steaming towards another reset at this point. Oh boy. Right, yes, so, I only need the thing to happen. Again, it's technically a 25%, well, okay, Veggie attacks, 50-50. Then Veggie actually attacks the, oh yes, 25% chance. But it's based off of him being a jerk and occasionally doing what I want to. Yeah. So yes, y'all have anything else to, with donations or what? It's pretty much just me yapping about this for now. That's all that's gonna happen. Oh wait. Okay, we got it. Thank goodness, we got it. We in there, kids. All right, what do you got?
Okay, well, this is probably a good time to remind you. Speedrun Ragnarok 2019, put on by the lovely RPG Valkyries. And this year, we are supporting the Take This charity. Take This is a mental health nonprofit, and their main mission is to inform the gaming community about mental health issues, provide education on different disorders and prevention techniques, and reduce the overall stigma around mental illness. They help people in the gaming community suffering from mental illness by letting them know that they are not alone in their struggles and that there are treatment options out there. We have several ways you can participate with our donation incentives. Once again, we are fast approaching the who will perform the dramatic sacrifice at the end of this run. Chaozu's still in the lead, but there is a lot of different options, and it is pretty cheap right now to get your favorite option in the lead, so check that out. We still have all those Stardew Valley naming options open right now. And for donation incentives, we also have the Zelda 2 run coming up later today. That is a cool run that will have a live musical accompaniment, and if we make it to $200, then we will have some additional songs in that live musical accompaniment. So check that out. That is only $15 of $200, so we definitely need to do some work on that, but I think y'all can get us there, and we are quickly approaching our $3,000 mark, which is huge. We're only not even 2 days into this marathon, and that is a great total. So if you want to donate to get in on that $3,000 mark, that would be super awesome.
Indeed. So, Yagamoth, I just successfully killed a party member. How much experience do you think that party member was worth?
More than 5.
Well, the first form of that boss was worth 20,000. So, take a guess.
So 20,000 is,
Right.
I guess, normal. So let's say... I would say you will get a total of like 70,000-ish.
Incorrect. That party member was worth 1,560,141. Everyone is at maximum level.
What?
Yes. I wanted to hold on that screen for a bit so I could show that off. So, we are finally past Zarbon. So we're on pace for me to be about 20 minutes under estimate, but that's depending on how other things can happen. Here's the thing. That's programmed in the game. If you have Vegeta kill off 2 party members, it's 3.1, 4.6 if you kill off 3, etc. It is calculated into the game how much party members are worth when Vegeta kills them off. That's intended, folks. And so, rather than deal with all of the shenanigans that Vegeta just put us through the next 4 or 5 fights, nah, we're gonna do that instead. It makes everything else, surprisingly, not faster. It does not make everything else faster. It just means we won't be resetting constantly. By the way, what am I at? 14? I think? Anybody in chat? What are my resets at?
14 sounds about right. Maybe 15.
Yeah, that sounds about right. We could just say it's a nice even 15, because I'm pretty sure there are not going to be any more resets throughout the entirety of the run. That is the hardest fight in the game. Again, technically, it's not the hardest fight in the game. I argue that this upcoming fight against Rikum and Gerudo is the hardest fight in the game. Because again, like right now, what I would have to be doing, save the game, go up here. Oh, I guess I have one more training after this. So I'd have to do one more of this training section, and then the cutscene, and then walk into the fight. And all of those 50-50s that I'm hoping that Vegeta is actually going to try and cooperate, I get to do that for the next 2 fights minimum. No, I'm not going to do that. We are going to go ahead and just use an intended mechanic of the game and not play by the game's own rules. I have my rules. Those are, I have an estimate, I'm going to hit that estimate. It is stupid game. Why you do this to me? So that's the trick that I was trying to do against that first fight, over an hour ago against Kiwi. Hey, look, it's the Ginyu squad. Hey, here they be. Oh boy. Yeah, see, so there you go. Secret of Mana stole from Dragon Ball Z Legend. There we go. Toku Sentai. I said Goku Sentai. That was wrong. Alright, so, maximum level. What do you think everybody's at? The correct answer is 9.8, 9.4, 9.32, and Vegeta is 1.22 billion. So, let's just auto fight. I don't really care. Let's just go ahead and punch these guys out real quick. Big surprise, Veggie goes right for the guy that he is now firmly buried in the ground, and there is absolutely nothing left of these guys. Funny thing is, none of these party members are going to be able to do anything against Frieza, or really the last 2 or 3 fights in the game. They're good for this little small stretch of the game, and they're not going to do anything else, because they really can't. They're just, it's not going to be in the cards. I'm sorry. So anyways, Goku's here, and he thinks he's going to save us. He has a robust 200... no, not 200. He has, like... His battle power's at, like, 60,000 something. Yeah, no, he's not saving anything now. Now, here's the thing. The final level up in this game takes something like 6 times as much experience as you've collected throughout the entirety of the game, just to be able to get that final level. The trade-off being, holy cow, look at your levels right now, but in order to actually be able to facilitate that grind, that's really only going to happen prior to going up against Frieza in his final forms. Totally missed that split too. So we don't, do that. Because, A, it's about 3 hours of solid grinding, just doing the grind correctly, actually fighting things. It is really, that's the safety maneuver to make this go by a little bit more consistently. And I was really hoping I could have gotten it super early, so then I could have trivialized every boss that we, actually see in the game, but you've seen it's just this person does this and does that, and then we hopefully get a one roll on that person's defense, and if not, we reset. That's how it is. I would prefer to not have that be a thing in this stretch, so let's not do that. So, Goku's here. Everybody's here. By the way, those other people that... it's because I didn't want them to die on Earth, so they didn't die on Earth. That's it. They are alive because I chose to have them alive. Now, I need to do a little bit more shopping, because of course I do. Got some stuff I need to sell. Not that. I don't need the lunch card. That's it. That's all I've got. Well, that's kind of junk, isn't it? All right, so I've got enough for a Chi-Chi, and I think one. Yeah, so that's enough for me to get through this next fight. Oh yeah, actually no, we're great right there. Cool. So I'm gonna power up this card. I mean, yeah, like if you do not go out of your way to, don't meet up with them prior to fighting the Saiyans, and just fly right to the Saiyans. There are cutscenes where Nappa beats up all of them and they all die before even getting to, before even having that, the fights occur. It's just they all die in cutscenes. Or you can actually get them and keep them alive and bring them along with you in your adventures, because that sounds like fun. This fight you can't use items, so I gotta make the suit ahead of time. So who's gonna power up, and then he's gonna beat up Ginyu, and then Ginyu body swaps into him. You can't prevent it. It just happens. Yeah, no. If you do the Goku training fast enough, Goku straight up join the party as soon as you land. Like Piccolo and Gohan are like, let's go find people to help us. Oh, Goku's here. Yeah, all right, let's go. Yeah, no. If you take too long on the training, then you're stuck trying to fight Nappa with all your underpowered little hooligans, and that's not a fun time, and we don't want that. Yeah, no, they don't die if you do the training too fast. They do the training if you're too slow on the training. You take 2 turns in the training. Then Goku takes forever to come back, and then you're just kind of forced to deal with it. Or again, you could just not pick them up at all. They just show up at the fight and get decimated by a cut, which is not something you want to have happen, because, man, that sucks. Oh no, Daddy! There actually is, weirdly enough, there is, and they dummied the game, but there is a cutscene of Nappa beating up and killing Gohan and Piccolo. I don't know why it was created, but it was dummied out in case for some odd reason you had Goku and only Goku in the party. So if you went straight to the Saiyans, they would be the ones dying, which makes absolutely no sense, and I do not understand why it was there. And I think some programmer realized that pretty early on. Oh yeah, no, we shouldn't do this, because this is, no one's gonna be on Namek. Oh no. But that the coding is in there, just like the coding is in there to fight Frieza, Zarbon, and Dodoria immediately when you get to Namek. But then they dummied it out because that's, well, you're certainly not going to survive that fight now, are you? They also dummied out an actual fight with all 5 of the Ginyu squad at the same time. Again, I don't really know why, but they did. Those would have been neat fights to actually do, but they're not there. I think they were just afraid we were going to break the game further. I think they knew in advance. Oh no, this is not very well made. Oh no, we should, just take that out. Yeah, all 3 of them. Like, when you land next to the Namekian village, and Dodoria just immediately starts blowing up people, that there was coded in a fight with those 3, and then they took it out. I don't know why. There's a lot of stuff that was supposed to be in this that they removed. There's supposed to be a Super Saiyan Gohan. That didn't wind up happening. There was supposed to be a Golden Warzu. That didn't happen. I need 2 of these. I need an exit. Here's the exit. Thank you. And I have no oolongs. Let's get 4. I mean, as powerful as we are right now, we could do a fair amount of damage. But yeah, no. It's not going to be an hour, dude. It's going to be like 30 minutes, if that. Right, yes, so, cool. I actually landed right on the frame where you can enter the cave without moving. So, nope, don't do that. So real quick, check all my items. I did. Okay, cool. Got my Chi-Chi. I'm going to get another Chi-Chi. I've got good things to go on here. So, more save, walking. Oh, it is a gray cave. Okay, I was thinking this was a brown cave. So yeah, true in Dragon Ball fashion, Ono goes rest for like 6 hours. It's 30 minutes. And as overpowered as we are right now, it would be very, very difficult for enemies to want to stick around in a fight. It would be very difficult for us to fail on running from the fights. But just the same, I'm going to be implementing that save walking to hopefully be able to not get into fights so I don't have to deal with those. Damn it. It's hard to count when also trying to talk. It's just one of those things. And sometimes I'll look at the timer to remind myself when I need to hit the A button. And sometimes I totally just blow it. But that's... palette swaps are great. It'd be great if they didn't, palette swap the cave too, because there's a lot of just similar sections in each of them. All right, so next up, you know what I feel like doing? All this talk about fighting Frieza really makes me want to fight Frieza. Let's fight Frieza. There he is. Woohoo! All right, and he's got all 7 Dragon Balls, and they're shaped like a Christmas tree because reasons. All right, so I want to keep a hold of the cards that have defenses, so I'm not going to use those, because after this, unfortunately, is the downfall of Nail. It's just going to be how it's going to happen. Why is Frieza in a random cave? That is an excellent question. And the answer to that question is, it was another Black Cyberman. Of course it was. He just looked at Frieza and then stood there hanging out next to him. So we got Dragon Ball shaped like a Christmas tree. Yay! Let's go ahead and escape this cave. I have had enough of caves, and I don't want to do anything else in caves. We are done with caves. Before I step outside, we're going to save the game. All right. So we've got the Dragon Balls. Which one of you speaks Namekian? Wait. None of you? Okay. Veggie's going to go take a nap. Because that's what he does, I guess. When, impending doom is on the line. We're gonna go take a nap. Why not? So Nail usually has to survive a bit against Frieza. Now, one of those hidden items, hidden, air quotes, is the Piranga card, the Namekian dragon, who is so big he can wear our dragon like a scarf. In order to get that card, you have to delay Frieza long enough for Piranga to actually be able to say, yo, what's your second wish? And then survive long enough for you to be able to actually make that wish. So that means that Nail needs to survive against Frieza for 6 rounds, and then die on the 7th. Thank you, phone. So I got a couple of cards that'll heal him to full. I need to be using those cards that have the best possible defense on them, and we're just going to kind of hope and pray. Yes, I got a phone call. Listen, you. I don't recognize that number, which means you probably a bill collector. And I ain't got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. No. Don't take his coat. Everybody likes Super Kami Guru, right? Alright, so that's what, 2 rounds? Not exactly stellar amounts of life, so we're going to heal you to full. These are the only healing items in the game that we get. Alright. And we're just going to keep distracting him, because that's what we do. Seriously, how many of these are beating you with? And you just keep regrowing them. What are we at? 17? Now we're at, 15 on the resets, I believe it is? I could just say 17 just to make it canon, but we're not going to do that. Just take the thing. You'll be at this for a while. Yeah. And then I said, clean up my jowls. That was Nail's first day on the job. Yes, sir, I was here for that. Oh, nope. Frieza's too strong. Don't do that. No, Frieza is not speedrunning this game. The fact that he's implying that he trained him badly. What, as a joke? How do you like my face to foot technique? That was what? This is round 3. I should be able to survive this with a 5 defense. And then I'll heal him to full. And then we got rounds 5, 6, and 7. Yes. Or this is round 3. No, I healed after round 3. Right? I've totally lost count. It is technically possible, and the fight immediately restarts. Actually, no, I think what happens is he wins, and then it still ends with him losing and being dead. I believe that's how it goes. I've actually forgotten, because I have not done that particular glitch in so long, I don't really care. So I'm assuming, I've already lost count. I'm assuming that was 4, because I usually heal every 2, so this would be 5 and then 6, and he can die on the 7. I think that's what's going on. What's up, yo? I think this is correct. And if this is not correct, then oh no! I totally missed another split. Totally missed another split. Right, yes, so this is really just Nail has to get punched in the face for us to be able to summon the dragon. That is all that happens here. Nail! I saw a bird. Nail! Collect the Dragon Balls and wish for a plasma TV. Sir, that would be an egregious misuse. And he says something about putting his foot up his behind up. Anyways, cool. So, I don't even remember what count we're at anymore, but I'm going to hedge my round. Yes, he is. 42,000 versus... The numbers vary wildly. I don't know. I've seen so many that are correct, so many that are not correct. You can't go by the Dozinchi? I believe that's it. You can't go by the ones that are like, hey, look, this is what their power levels are. Really? Because in the manga, they actually stated it's this right here. So, no, I don't think that's correct. I think you're lying to us. Yes. So, that should be long enough for us to get the Purunga card, which we don't desperately need, but it's, well, we kind of do, because it's like the resources we need to be able to actually complete the rest of the game in a normal manner. Normal-ish. I don't know, go with it. Alright, so Dende's going to summon the dragon. Okay, dragon for us. I did not say dragon force. Let's go with it. Make your wishes. Alright, bring everybody back. Cool. What is your second wish? Cool, got it. I got the Purunga card. You don't get a third wish. Tough. Now, interestingly enough, you guys did... no, sorry about the language right there. It's fairly accurate. He did say Kuso in the original. Hey! So, yes, no, what's correct? What was I going with this? Yeah. Purunga is quite large. I don't remember where I was going with this. So, I'm gonna have a sandwich. That's not true. I already ate my sandwich. So let's go fight Frieza again. For real this time. Reals! Oh, landed right up. That's actually really hard to get that specific landing spot. It's so tiny. And I got it. I'm happy that I got it. Oh boy. Alright. Frieza attacks. Oh, I should have Veggie. Because he usually tends... Well, no, he'll probably try to double attack. If he tries to sub out the fight, it's actually slightly faster. Whatever. No, that's what I was going to say. So, we wished back everybody that was killed by Vegeta and Nappa. Creative wording. Because what did I do to Chaozu in that other fight? That's right, I had Vegeta kill him. So guess who's now back in the party? It's Chaozu. And Piccolo. Piccolo probably wondering, alright, I'm alive. Why am I on Namek? Why is there a clown boy here? So we're gonna go sell some stuff. I don't need this Chi-Chi card. One of these Chi-Chi cards. Could you go up to the desk, please? Thank you. Don't need that. Surprisingly, I don't need that. But I'm instead going to buy this because it's fun. Hey! I'm not a Pokemon! I'm Chaozu! Chaozu! I'm gonna catch it! Yes. We all do so enjoy those puns. Hey, no, actually, you can kill off just about anybody right there, and you'll still get the 1.5 million experience, as long as it's not Gohan. You can kill any of them off, it still works. It's just Chaozu's the weakest, so he dies super fast. And because he's the one that gave everybody the experience, that means he's also super weak, which means he's also the one that tends to die really fast, Slappy here. So here's the Purunga card. It makes all of your cards ZZ Ki Blasts. Oh boy, that's great. I don't know, they just do, man. It's just what they do. I don't need to level anybody up, obviously, so we're gonna reduce Frieza's hit points to half. This particular fight, you actually only have to get Frieza to half hit points. And that's convenient because Tensionon has the guaranteed damage attack. It is guaranteed to land. And normally, you only gotta hit him for like 1 point of damage. So, if you managed to roll all those 50-50s and got to this fight just fine, Tenshinhan would only have like a battle power of like 40,000, but he'd do 1 damage, and that's enough to win the fight. So, there's Frieza 1. Boop. Now we have to stall until Piccolo shows up. And now that Piccolo will be here, Piccolo is the person we use because he's the powerful one. So really, we only needed the powerful folks for the one. Well, so we needed them for Rikum and Gerudo. We would have needed them for beating down either Jisoo or Batai. You only have to beat one, and then the other one runs off. And then finally, unfortunately, you still have to do it a 3rd time against Ginyu and the other member of the Ginyu squad. Or yeah, Ginyu and whoever was left over. Usually it's Jisoo. So, at least you can save right before that one, so that's a less time-consuming 50-50, but you still have to also go through the fight with Goku against Ginyu and then have him lose and then go through the fight. Ah! So that's why we do the power-up. That's why we power up. Meanwhile, Piccolo is here. Here he is. Alright. So we're going to go ahead and ride Piccolo like a rented mule. We're going to go ahead and dump Veggie up to the top, and we've got a lot of powerful right here. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can hit the home run. We're going to dump that onto Veggie and see if he wants to actually go first. Actually, no. We're going to have Veggie use the 3-star card. If it doesn't work out, I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. Meanwhile, everybody else is going to drop the hammer. Eeny, meeny, miny. Let's have Yamcha do something. Let's have Yamcha use a Spirit Bomb. Yep, there we go. Veggie didn't want to do anything, so that's fine. No skin off my nose. It was a card I didn't even... everyone going to the first... no, the point of no return is when you go into the series of 3 knockoff Ginyu fights, and then Frieza goes into his 3rd form. That's the point of no return, because then it is a series of fights. Frieza shows up, you fight him for 1 round, series of more fights, Frieza shows up, etc., 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 and then drags you off to an island in the south and you fight him there. Good times to be had by all. Yay. IK sure is cat. So here, yeah, we just beat up Frieza. See, it's a Kickahoo. Hooray! And they got it correct this time. It doesn't injure you. Look, one time they said, no, it'll injure you. This is the same point in time when Roshi was saying everything is going to injure you. He told Krillin the Kamehameha would kill him. He still did it just fine. Look, yeah, I get it. If you're not truly acclimated to being able to use Ki Blasts, you can effectively wind up accidentally kind of, draining your life force. That's fair. He was so worried when Goku did it because he thought, oh no, this kid did it no problems whatsoever. Oh no, that's bad. This kid's pretty freaking strong. But then they immediately are like, oh no, that attack will kill you too. Okay. So why is it the one time that they mentioned it about Tenshinhan doing it? That's the one that stuck? Well, okay, that one and the Mafuba, but I mean, that's kind of fair. So anyways, hey look, here's the remaining living Namekian. Yay! And Dende wants to fuse. We are mortgaging the future of Dragon Ball, period, by having Dende fuse with Piccolo, which should not be a thing that can happen, but that is a thing that just happened. I know what you're thinking. So how strong does that make Piccolo? 1.9 million. So yeah, no, we ride that rented mule now. I've got some stuff I think I need to sell. Let me see. You remember that Purunga card? Every time you use a Wish from Purunga card, it reduces its worth by 50 points. It was worth 150, now it's worth 5. Okay, great. Except the game's bad at math because I have no points right now and I just subtract its normal value. It doesn't actually subtract the 5. I'm not entirely sure why. It just doesn't. So 1 Guru card, I got 1 Chi-Chi. Great, so I need, let me see, 2, 3, 4, 5. Great, we're gonna buy 1. I need several of these. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Not enough for the Piccolos, unfortunately. 2, 3, 4, and I'm just gonna have to rely on the drops of these upcoming fights to be able to afford. one more Piccolo card, and then a couple more Guru cards. It's just how it's going to go. So, this is the point of no return. Entering this mini gauntlet right here is what sets in motion the end game. Series of fights. You have to fight Frieza. Series of fights, etc., and then you are automatically dragged to the battle. There's nothing you can do to get around it. You can't avoid it. We are in the end game. So, what if story Yamcha tension on chance to survive one? I mean, it would be interesting. They did make that. They did make really well drawn of the one where the fan of Dragon Ball got dumped into Yamcha's body, and since he knows all about Dragon Ball, he's like, I'm gonna take the ship. I'm gonna go train with Nail. I'm gonna get Yamcha's battle power up to 10,000, and then go back home and fight Vegeta alongside Goku. And then he eventually finds out the big bad, the person who's been stalking him this entire time and ruining everything for him, is another fan that got thrown into Chaozu's body. Like, that is fascinating and weird and goofy, and it worked. It was fun. Although I did just spoil it for you, so I'm sorry. Alright, yes. Did you stun him? No! He's hitting everybody! You tiny little man! Why would you do this to me? Yes, the art was. It was good. You jerk! Man, this is a wasted turn right here! Aw, man. I just wanted to kill all the guys on the screen, and you're wasting my time. You're a mean one, Mr. Gerudo. You really are here. I don't remember what the next line is. Huh. Whatever. I've been talking to you constantly for a while. Hey, we got any donations or anything going on?
Sure. I can remind you that...
Did I catch you off guard?
No, I just had a phlegm in my throat. We are getting close to that to closing the bid war for this run for who performs the dramatic sacrifice. Chaozu has been trucking along the entire run, but your tiny $6 donation could change that to anyone, Krillin.
Wire to wire, baby. Take out that Chaozu.
If you want to get your donations in get those in soon. We also still have donations open for all those Stardew Valley names. And speaking of that, we got a trio of donations from Goth Socks, whose farm name of Gothco Incorporated is still winning the farm name bid. And they donate $6 twice, both saying Gothco prefers its employees to use their employee numbers. And they have changed the player names on Stardew Valley to Gothco employee number 34RS76 and Gothco employee number 81GY22. In addition to that, they also donated $2 to name the cat in Stardew Valley. Gothco mascot 1NKW3LL. And their comment for that is Gothco issues adorable farm cats to improve worker morale. So thank you very much, Goth Socks, for all those donations. And if you want to change any of those Stardew Valley names, please get those donations in soon and help us reach that $3,000 mark. We also have a $6 donation from this person named Yagamoth. I don't know them too well. That says, hello. Hello, Yagamoth.
I think he's AFK. Oh, nope, he's in chat. Never mind. We found him.
Yay!
Hello, here's Yagamoth.
Well, thank you for your $6 donation. And just to remind you, this is Speedrun Ragnarok 2019. And going to the Take This charity. You can find more information about this charity by visiting takethis.org. Take This is a mental health nonprofit, and their main mission is to inform the gaming community about mental health issues, provide education on different disorders and prevention techniques, and reduce overall stigma around mental illness. You can donate. We have a bunch of cool incentives that are coming up that I was talking about. You can buy our RPG Speedrun Ragnarok t-shirts if that is your thing. They look pretty cool. I'm probably going to pick one up later. And you can also donate to win prizes. We have lots of cool prizes, including perlers, some really cool themed skirts, and some custom emotes. So check all that out.
Indeed. Y'all should do that. All right, but let's not worry about trying to donate to get some other than Chaozu. Because, I mean, it's faster, and again, weird floating clown baby with no nose. I don't want that guy in my party. I killed him off once.
Drumbo.
Yes.
Sorry. I was told I should tell Goth Socks or whoever made the donation towards the Goth things for Stardew Valley to briefly message Kishura if you haven't done so yet. We would appreciate that, because names are unfortunately a bit too long for the employees. So, thank you.
Yes. All right. So good. That's good information to have. So, y'all know that you can. I've mentioned how you can turn off combat, hit Y 3 times, and then off to the races you go. You can get into guaranteed fights while flying and not doing the hyperflight by tapping any directional pad and Y at the same time. After 3, you're guaranteed to get into a fight after a certain amount of time. It doesn't guarantee anything in terms of being able to run from these fights, unfortunately. But you will always get into you'll always get into a fight after the same amount of time. It's just kind of useful. Here's your example. I will go straight right this time. And there's the fight. And I will go straight left the next time, and I'll be exactly at the same spot I was before. So it's kind of a weird also thing they dumped into it, but that's what they did. So you can just work with it. Could you let me out of this fight? Thank you. There you go. Exact same spot. So if you always wanted to just get into a fight, say if you're doing the grind to max level legitimately, which don't do that to yourself. That's how you do it. You're just constantly flying back and forth, getting into fights. And 3 hours later, you will be able to, you'll be at max level and have so much money that you won't really know what it is that you're doing with yourself. So, after set number of fights, Frieza shows up. You just kind of have it's Frieza. Oh no. Yeah, and then one round he's like, "Oh no, you're not too strong." That's funny because Piccolo's gonna steamroll you once you actually decide to fight us. And all the damage you do in these rounds, it does not matter. The points don't matter, and neither does Frieza. Because it resets after each one, annoyingly. Let me out of the fight, please. Thank you. How much money do I have left, anyways? 9? 50. Okay, good. I've got 54. I've got enough for the Guru cards. So we are set for the end game. As long as I actually remember once I go to Goku to actually go to the shop and sell off those 2 items I got out of the 2 fights and buy the 2 items that I need, then that is it. We will be fine for the end game. Not a big problem. Just wanted to make sure. It's either that or I have to fight like a couple of these actual fights. Yeah, you go back and forth and deal with hit and run Frieza until he says, "Haha, now we fight like men. Ladies that dress like men." Because he's Gilgamesh in my mind. He clearly is. You know, the affinity for swords and the many arms and... Hang on, that's not Gilgamesh at all. I was lied to. And through song.
Can I break in here?
You can.
Our lead for which character will be sacrificed changed. We now have in a tie Piccolo and Yamcha. So if you want to get that changed, there's still time, but get those donations in. Along that lines, we have a donation from Chisura for $6 that says, "I never liked Yamcha. Let's kill him instead."
Ah, you guys. I mean, in the event of a tie, I think I have to kill both, don't I? I think that's how that works.
I think that is up to your discretion. We also have a donation from Charlotte that says, for Dr. D, less than 3.
People pick on Yamcha because they all forgot to do anything with Yamcha. That's about it. I don't know. That's a bit lame. He was a good fighter. I mean, he got steamrolled in all of the Budokais, but still. Yay! So, what am I doing? What are we doing? Yeah, he is good at baseball. Very good at baseball. Why are you going to, Well, now that just sounds mean. His natural state is tasting the... Really? Really? He is not Dirt Nap Dan. He is just untimely demise Yamcha. Okay, are you gonna let me out of this fight or no? Okay, fine. Just I need to run from this fight. Thank you. So I'm gonna start heading towards the southern island because I think we're about at the point where Frieza's gonna say, "Nope, we doing this. We doing this. Yeah." I think we should be. 4, 5, 6. Why? This is my last Oolong card game. Don't do this. Excuse me. Well, in that event, I might as well just fight you guys. This is dumb. Excuse me. Man, I got the hiccups up in here. Okay, Veggie is useful, like always. Thanks, Veggie. I actually hope that an item drops out of the fight, so I just have a little bit extra in the way of funds to be able to... Nope, I didn't even get an item! Okay, what the... Thank you, Yaga. What on earth was that? Oh, wow, I've got another Frieza fight. Okay, well, that's fine. Oh, yeah, I'm like 3 minutes behind. Never mind, I'm not even paying attention to the timer. So, not really much else to say aside from, yay, we just keep fighting not an alien. I mean, Toriyama did say, it's, he was a fan of Alien, and I don't know how he didn't get sued, but whatever, man. I mean, worldwide, in terms of brands, like, Dragon Ball is one of the top 10 sellingest brands of all time, so I think they could probably afford the lawyers to be able to say, artistic license. Number 1 on that list, by the way, is Pokemon, in case you're curious, and you should not have doubted that for 1 second. I'm gonna have to get another Oolong here, aren't I? I don't know, not they run. I'm going to hang out next to this building, and I'm just gonna eat the time loss in case I have to... well, you're not wrong there either, but when, like, JoJo got translated and brought over to the US, they did change a lot of those names. Oh, no. Oh, no. Yeah, I'm gonna have to just fight it out. We're just gonna... Okay.
I'm going to interrupt you again, Drumbo. We've had a twist in the case of the bid war to see who is going to be sacrificed at the end of this run. Some person named Yagamoth, I think, has made a very specific $6 donation with the comment, in case of a tie, well, I have an idea. And with that, we currently have a 3-way tie with Gohan, Piccolo, and Yamcha being sacrificed at the end of the game. Once again, we are coming up on closing that, so please get your donations in if you know, like me, you would like to see Krillin get sacrificed.
Yaga, why? Very well. Very well. If that's what has to happen, then that's what has to happen. Unfortunately, I'm out of the cards to let me for fights, and I really do need the resource to be able to actually just take on the last, 3 fights of the game. So, I'm just gonna have to fight this one out, unfortunately. I was hoping for slightly better drops off of enemies so that I could afford at least 1 or 2 more Oolongs. Oh well. Now see, the annoying thing about this is, those are 3 people outside of Veggie. Those are the 3 people with the highest battle powers in the party. So I have to have Frieza just beat the tar out of all of them. It's not exactly quick. We'll still hit under the estimate, but Wow, guys, just wow. You're killing me, Smalls. You are killing me, Smalls.
And I am going to interrupt you a third time, Drew.
If it's a 4-way tie, I'm gonna put the.
First, related to the Stardew Valley run that is coming up after the end of this run, we have a $5 donation from Professor Clary Sage that says, Happy Thanksgiving to Canada, putting this towards naming the chicken Turkey. There are still a bunch of animals that need to be named for Stardew Valley, so if you wanted to have a duck or a chicken named after your favorite thing, now is the time. But related to this run, we have a $4 donation from Chisura who says, Don't kill Dinner Yaga. And with that, go over. Yamcha is now in the lead to be sacrificed.
All right, so the cutoff for that is coming up. It's not done yet, but it is coming up. So just letting y'all know. When we swap to Goku, that will be the official cutoff for it. So we're going to, that is just letting y'all know what is going to happen there. So this is Frieza third form. As per usual, make the super card, drop his defense down to 1, and Piccolo drops the hammer on him. Yay, already used that, Great, so Piccolo, go ahead and show him your moves. Yay, do the thing. This might not one-shot. I'm going to rely on Piccolo props, probably getting a follow-up headbutt on him. But this will do a hefty amount of damage to him. Yay! Oh, Wexel the Duck. Yay! 360. He's got a robust 500 hit points, so he's nearly there. I mean, if I get a counter here, that'll take care of it. Counter! That was not a counter. I need you to counter. Do the thing. He didn't do the thing. All right, so. Well,
some other people are doing the thing, like Silvera S7. Who has donated $6, no comment, but thank you very much. And I would like to announce that we have officially reached the $3,000 mark.
Woo!
So woohoo! Good job, everybody!
Thanks, Joe! Alright. So what does the leaderboard for kill look like right now?
Right now, we have Yamcha still in the lead. But we actually got a donation in from Ten Shinhan. But Ten Shinhan, Piccolo, and Gohan are very close behind. So if you want to get that last minute change, now is the time.
Y'all just had to do that. Well, I'm just not getting the good cards to work with here. My resources are kind of limited because I need 1 for the final form of Frieza, 1 super card, and 1 Piccolo, and I need 3 for the Super Saiyan Veggie fight. So I kind of just have to melee this one out, unfortunately. This is annoying, but again, some of the drops didn't seem to want to go my way. Okay, so there's Frieza. Nope, wrong. There's Frieza Form 3. He is now going to go to Form. And we have to fight him for a couple of rounds. But since this means I might as well start whittling down, I guess, Yamcha in the lead, so I'm going to start whittling down Yamcha. Oh, Yamcha, you poor soul. He's got 620 hit points. Okay, well, I guess Frieza's just going to come out swinging. I mean, it's not a big attack there. It just stuns, but, you know, it's not like Yamcha's going to be able to dodge anymore.
And let me know when I should cut off the bid war.
I will. As you can see, it's going to take a number of hits for Yamcha to be able to get taken down, but this is just how it's going to kind of have to go. So we're just going to keep marching him out there, keep whittling his life down, and like I say, once we swap to Goku, that will be the official cutoff, which will be, I think, after the next round. I believe the next round. But yeah, He's got 620 hit points on that Yamcha. It takes a few turns. This is why every time I submit this donation, let's make it 5 minutes. If it's Chaozu, we're done. We're under in 5 minutes. If it's not Chaozu, why? Oh no. Because it'll take about that long to just beat him up. So running actually benefits me in this situation because I can drop their defense down to 1, so Frieza does more damage. The other annoying thing about this is that I'm actually really hoping that Frieza does not power up. It's a thing that he can do, and that actually pretty well taps out most of my resources at that point. It's not very pretty. Yay! And I could sell off that Grandpa Gohan card, but since Goku's going to walk into this fight with practically no battle power to speak of, it's actually really important for me to, it lowers your offense and your defense, Mike. It's going to be very important for me to be able to stun Frieza. Oh, cutoff. That is the cutoff. Who am I killing? Who is it?
Okay, give me a second here. And we got one donation that was just a little short, or little after, but our winner is Yamcha! Yamcha will be sacrificed heroically.
Well, I already started working on him, so that's fine. Wait, I am short by 1. Okay, well, I'm just gonna have to sell.
Thank you for all your donations for that, buddy.
Wait, I am missing it. I'm missing a Piccolo, too. Okay, that's what. Alright, so buy Guru. I have to buy another Guru. And the fact that I don't have another Piccolo is actually kind of annoying. Well, that's fine. I'm gonna go buy one more last, because I was hoping to be able to get... I was hoping to be able to keep that stun card, but this is fine. I'm just gonna hedge my bets and be able to drop the hammer. That's pretty much it. That's what we gotta go with. So Yamcha is going to be the man. Alright guys, I get to go up against Frieza. This is gonna be great. What am I doing? Sorry about this, Yamcha. You, yeah. Okay, so. Sorry I couldn't come until I was fully healed, guys. Here I am. Yeah, about that. Actually, it might take 2 rounds. Might. Well, nope. Okay, so that's a dead Yamcha. Oh no. Alright, so I need to see what his attack speed is going to be. 2! Great. Goku is guaranteed to go first with any of these cards that's above a 2. I'm fine with this. So now, that guarantees Goku goes first. Oh no! This can't be! Yamcha! I'll never forgive you for this! Frieza! Who knew he cared that much about Yamcha? So, there it is. There it is. Yamcha is the reason we have a Super Saiyan. And by proxy, Vegeta just saw Goku go Super Saiyan and has learned now how to go Super Saiyan. What that means is Yamcha is the reason we have a Super Saiyan Vegeta. Oh shoot. Oh right, because I got the extra one. Okay, so where's that Guru card? Or either Guru card. Cool, Goku is super powerful right now. I already dropped your defense. Yeah, okay. Great. Power that up. And this is the point where Goku, in theory, could just outright one-shot him. It depends on whether or not I get ahead. But this will do 1,500 damage out of Frieza's 2,000 hit points. The fact that I had the one extra Piccolo card, probably should have sold like an Emma Dow or something, I don't know. But I'll just have another Key Blast ready to go. 1587, I got the headbutt. This should be the one shot, so this will be Frieza. Woohoo. No! 3! Oh, come on! Yeah, look at that. The sliver of health. Up. Is this gonna get him? Are you gonna get him on the counter? You're gonna counter the attack and hit him? That's awesome. Okay, and that's time for the regular game. So 2:45. However, I'm now going to continue the timer and allow you to read the credits because we do have, of course, Super Saiyan Vegeta. Now, I do need to inform you all of one thing. Vincent, the name of the person who made this translation, was very accurate in terms of the dialogue in the translation and some of the harshness of the words that he used. So, we have a problem here. Peace was never an option, folks, because Vegeta drops the hard F-bomb during the credits. So I'm just gonna go ahead and blank that out when that comes up. Cause let's not have that be a thing, right? I mean, he's mad enough to go Super Saiyan. I guess that's fair. I'm just not gonna allow that to show. I don't think we need that. Hey, it was programmed by Tracy. Thanks, Tracy! Executive producer Nobuyuki Tanaka. So we're still on Namek. We're flying back to the ship. Oh yeah, more programmers. Alessandro! Nice programmer right there. I like that guy. Yes, Veggie, this is a family-friendly stream. Why would you do this? Sound design, Tanako. Please put more effort into the music, my man. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. Yes, no, yes. So, the D&D Corp, by the way. I hope you like D&D. All right. So yeah, no, the fight against Super Saiyan Veggie here does take place after the credits. You get the cutscene. Oh boy, let's do it. Oh boy. But I have the duck on ready to cover up the harsh language that we will be incurring. Vegeta? What on earth are you? We're not on Earth, Kakarot. What on earth are you doing here? Because I just imagine that's what Goku sounds like. Sure. Ha ha ha! I gained the ultimate power after killing. Dude, you didn't kill Frieza, all right? Don't do that. What do you mean, Vegeta? I'm the Super Saiyan who will rule the universe. Huh? Vegeta? You blanking fool. I'm going to kill you. We're just gonna cover that one up. What do you say? All right, so Super Saiyan Veggie time. Super Saiyan Veggie time. And we're not really gonna give him the option of doing things because we should not do that. Unfortunately, it's gonna take 3 rounds to be able to get him down. I only have, well, in theory it takes 3 rounds, but I actually only oh, never mind, it's gonna take 3 rounds. We are fine. This is fine. This is actually great. I'm just gonna make the 3 cards, and then we will be done. And I'll be done about 20 minutes under on the estimate. So, I don't know how much time you guys want me to fill or what, but this will go over super quick, because he has a 1 defense right now. I need 3 rounds of hitting him with against a 1 defense. So here they are. I really do need to look up how to fix that translation, because the S word when fighting Zarbon. I would like to, not have that be a thing. Any headbutt speeds this up and guarantees it's a 3-rounder, because he's got 1,500 hit points and a robust 6 million battle power. It is weird seeing him in the regular armor. But it's also, that portrait of him looks really awkward. He looks haggard, right? So Piccolo, oh yeah, drop that defense. No thank. Meet me. And for the final round, I've got enough Chi-Chi cards left over. I'll probably just march out a couple of beat him up as well. What do you right? So yeah, hey Yaga, I don't know if you guys are interested in going on like the 20 minutes early or whatnot. If you need me to fill time or whatever, let me know. But yeah, we're gonna come in a fair amount underestimate.
Alrighty, I will actually just kind of ask where we are. Give me a second.
Okay. Oh, you are good to go. Okay, well, see, there you go. Then I'm just going to finish this off. We're going to march out everybody. Everybody left standing, I guess. Because why not? And they're all just going to chuck attacks. They're not going to go ahead of Goku. But I'm going to at least let them feel like they're contributing, right? All right,
That's
so Goku,
nice
one more Kamehameha. What was that?
That is nice of you.
Why not? Attention on Chaozu! Chaozu! You should get in there and fight Vegeta. It's okay, he's not going to get the chance. Goku's going to go first. And this will be the end. Well, okay, I'll need a headbutt. But failing that, I do also have Piccolo and Gohan firing off attacks too, so that should be able to whittle him down, in theory. Unless I get a headbutt. I didn't get a headbutt. That's fine. Here comes the other attacks, because he has I think 68 hit points left. He should be fine. This is fine. He might just outright dodge, because he's a jerk. Thanks, Veggie. Veggie, you suck. Block this! Masenko! Or don't! There's no chance that Chaozu does damage. It is impossible for him to damage Veggie. You didn't kill him, Gohan! Come on, Gohan! Ugh. So this is Chaozu's big damage attack. He goes for the bear hug. But he whiffed. Oh well. He does not explode immediately afterwards, by the way. And Krillin's just there. Get him, Krillin! You kick him! You headbutt him! Oh man, if Krillin kills him, a headbutt. Nope, he didn't. Okay, that's fine. Veggie, why? No! Oh. Well, we lost Krillin. Those of you that wanted to see it happen, we lost Krillin. That's fine. All I have to do is hit him. It's okay. It's fun. I could just let Veggie kill everyone else. Hey, we got time to kill. Who wants to see Vegeta kill all the other children? It's whatever. Oh, that's a super card. Whatever. Goku will land the hit with this, and we're done. Veggie keeping things in the universe correct. Dude, we're still on Namek. A Namek that isn't exploding. Oh, that didn't kill. This'll kill. Alright, this is it. That's the end. Boom, Vegeta. Goes the dynamite. And time for realsies. Okay, there you go. There you go, everybody. Goodbye, Namek. I hope peace will return once again. We're just gonna leave Vegeta's corpse there. We're gonna leave Yamcha. We're gonna leave Chaozu. Both Frieza and Vegeta was defeated. Again, I'd like to fix the translation, but I don't know how. And for some odd reason, we decided to land on Roshi's Island. We don't go back to Capsule Corps. We land right on the beach. The entire universe will finally be at peace. No, it won't. And finally, and there you have it, folks. Dragon Ball Z RPG with a duck, because peace was never an option, on the Super Nintendo. I have unfortunately been Drumboardist. Y'all have been great. Keep the donations rolling in. Let's get the rest of those names filled out for Stardew, and Yaga, take it away, brother.
Alrighty, thank you very much, Drumbo. That was very nice overall. And are you no longer Drumbo? You have been Drumbo. Are you now still Drumbo?
I could be Honkbo.
Nice. Alrighty. So we have another duck. Okay. Let's put it this way. We are gonna be switching over the restream. So RPG Chick will take over. And if we have some like last minute donations, or well, just donations in between, I think we can do this probably after the switch. I'm kind of set up here at Hawk, so we'll see. Or if you have some donations you would like to get in right now, that would be a fine idea too.